You got it. Stand by for Titanfall.
AI offline. Pilot mode engaged.
Welcome everyone to the console corner. I am your host with, of course, the most tissues right now, as I am a little under the weather.
Nice.
I know. I thought that was cute. I was like, I gotta throw that in somehow. But hey, we're gonna get through this, and of course, you can sit and laugh at the guys at the table right now, as you're joined, of course, by a couple of great gamers out there. Anyways, let's move on and say I hope everyone enjoys the show, and of course we appreciate each and every one of you guys joining us tonight. Please make sure you like and subscribe to all these amazing gamers and all their Twitters and all that kind of stuff. And again, we appreciate each of you guys hanging out, chilling out in the chat, whether you're just sitting back listening or whether you're actually in there socializing with everyone. We really appreciate it. So let's get into the panel of gamers that we have with us tonight. First up, we actually have Triple Cup Chuck.
Nope.
Hope he fell out.
He fell out.
Oh. Okay, never mind then. I don't have that. I don't have
That was
hang
a
up.
surprise, SheWulf.
It was working perfectly up until the
no.
show came off.
Yeah, and then it just bounced out. I don't know.
Okay, anyways, sorry, moving on. And of course, to the newest member of the console corner, Newf.
Yo, what's up, gamers? Welcome to another edition of the Console Corner. Good to be back. Yes, my second official episode on the air. Boy, we got a lot of great topics tonight, but SheWulf's going to break that down for you in just a few moments. So, yeah, good to be back. Hope everybody enjoys the show. Don't forget to send in your questions.
Awesome, yeah, I kind of forgot to say that, so that's okay. Moving on, next up, we have BrewtalKnight.
Yo! Just over here twirling this mustache, getting ready for some sexy gaming chat. Shout out to Invader. I just renamed my mustache the Brute.
That's awesome.
Okay, next up, we have with us, as always, Lady Fox Fire.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us in the chat. Not feeling that well, but I'm here and I'm gonna, talk to you guys about some gaming, about some news, maybe some Black Friday shit. I don't know.
People getting sick all over the place now.
Everyone's sick.
Yeah.
Our 5-year-old got us sick, or got me sick.
I feel like I need
I
a
got all that
biosuit
medicine
sitting
right
here.
now.
Ugh, it's horrible. And of course, joining us once again with his presence, Zaz.
He's good. He did
No,
his thing.
I'm good.
Ooh, there you go.
He just pointed at the camera like
It snapped.
go elbow the jukebox in the corner real quick for us, bro, so we can get
Can you
the...
like not right now?
Anyway.
Should have said, hey.
Hey!
Yeah. Silent, but annoying. Anyways. Last but not least, we have, of course, the governor himself, GKB.
What's up, everybody? It's the governor. So today's awesome brews that we're drinking is McSwagger's own. And Brutal staring at me really weird.
Yeah.
It's an amber ale. It's actually fantastic. It's if you like a hoppy beer, this is for you. If you don't like it, I would not drink it. Zaz. But yeah, ready to talk some cool games and all kinds of cool stuff.
Brewed by, it's actually brewed right
Oh, yeah,
here in
thanks for the
Winter
shit.
Garden, Florida. Not too far away from where we're at. Crooked
So
Can
then I
Brewery,
guess I
shout
wouldn't
out.
like it.
No, you wouldn't like it.
Ew.
But yeah, Crooked Can. Thank you. It's awesome.
Awesome, awesome. Alrighty, and now for one announcement, as we actually have two announcements for tonight. And the first up is we are holding the very first, guess it would be Console Corner Gaming Awards on December 27th. We will have a poll listed. I believe it's into the description below.
Yep, click the link in the description so you guys can vote and add whatever games you want for all the topics. It's going to be a blast.
It is
good.
from gamers for gamers, and we want to include everyone from the community to help us choose what you guys think should be Game of the Year. What do you think best shooter is? So get your votes in. What?
Nothing. Sorry.
Do it!
Oh, okay. So get your votes in, and they will be tallied up before, I believe, we'll end the poll a week before the show on the 27th. And I hope you guys all enjoy that show. So, of course.
Shout out to
awesome.
Buju Ram in the chat. Where's his Floridians at? They're right here.
What up?
Woo woo.
I think majority of this panel are Floridians.
Except Cup and Newf.
Yeah, there's only like 2 people that aren't.
Cup is back.
Hey, I'm from Newfoundland,
Louisiana.
that's close to Florida, but I'm just in Alberta. So there you go. Went west.
Alberta's not even close to like.
I
if you live in
heard-
Ontario or Quebec. I would say fine. Maybe you're on like the same part.
Newfoundland is close to Florida. That's not too far away.
I heard that it's
You said you live in
considered the
Alberta.
Florida of
Alberta's
Canada.
Not, like,
I moved to Alberta.
well, you're still not like near Florida then. Like not even
The
in
Canadians
the
going at it
vicinity
right
of
now.
Not anymore, no.
Damn, she's something to fuck.
Anyways, let's. Oh wait, we
Yeah,
now
Cup.
have Triple Cup Chuck joining us. How are you, Triple Cup?
I'm good. What's up with y'all?
Yay.
Bro, I was scared. I thought that we lost you again.
Yeah, you know me. I'm the king of the self-proclaimed king of batting.
Yeah.
I was hoping for that intro. Where's that intro?
Oh, what's up? This your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, guys, let's jump into the clip of the week.
Let's get hype.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the clip of the week. This week's winner is Remix with his crazy ricochet kills from Gears of War. So go ahead and check this out. I don't know how the hell he did it. That's pretty good, actually.
Bouncing
I
off
was
the walls.
watching it, but I was like, okay, so he just got like a double kill. I'm like, okay, it's it's nothing we've really
ricochets,
seen
though.
before, but it's cool. And then all of a sudden he gets like these like 2 freaking sneak ass kills. I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's pretty impressive and lucky as hell.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome, actually.
So yeah, congratulations to
Got him.
Remix. You're this week's community game clip of the week. Did awesome. Make sure everybody, if you wanted to get seen on the show, go ahead and tweet us all your awesome videos.
Wait, no, let me rephrase this. I want everybody, if you would like to actually get your clip in and be part of this part of the show, please send your clips to BrewtalKnight.
Yes!
At BrewtalKnight, or DM him, or add him on Xbox Live and DM him through there, sending him your clips, and he will get them in. And they have to be in by Sunday morning each week, so that way we have time to vote and GKB can get it rendered. So please, everyone, send them to BrewtalKnight.
Yeah,
and
fill
get
up his
your clips.
inbox.
Yeah, just spam me with that shit. Even if it sucks. Remember, guys, this doesn't have to be something badass. If you saw like a
something
crazy
funny.
glitch or something, or if it was funny, like anything that's out of the ordinary, just send it in. Even if you don't win it, it's worth trying.
Absolutely.
But I haven't been getting a lot. The best way to do it is to DM me on Twitter. I'll definitely see it. Because I won't lie, sometimes I forget to check my Xbox messages. Just gonna be...
Damn. It's a lot of people right now cursing the sky.
No,
Probably.
no. No, there's not. Quit
All
edging
right.
them on.
Definitely. All right, so we are actually going to move into one
Damn,
thing
she
that
was.
we love to do on this show, and that is, of course, always tell everybody what we've been playing this week. And now, because of the fact that this is actually kind of a Thanksgiving special, because, of course, happy Thanksgiving to every gamer out there and all of your families, I would like to ask the panel and everyone in the chat, what game are you most thankful for this year?
What game am I
Okay.
thankful for this
She
year?
threw me for a loop. I wasn't ready for this. No, I'm kidding. Do I really have to answer that? Because I
No
think
Man's
everybody
Sky.
knows. Dang.
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 All lies.
I know Fox is gonna be
Lies.
Gears for sure.
True lies.
Yes.
Boom.
Mine's Slain, I think.
Ooh, Slane's a good one.
Slain was an unexpected surprise. Either that or Doom. But I gotta go with Slain.
Yeah.
Slain was
That's awesome.
a huge surprise to me. I picked it up on a whim and it delivered.
For me, I'm probably gonna go with Doom and Hyper Light Drifter. 2 fantastic games. Really surprised at how well they were.
I knew you were gonna say Hyper Light Drifter,
Of
so
course,
I decided to
Go Sling.
Sling. Because they're right up there the same with me.
I know, dude.
Those are 2 game of the years for me, but I won't go into
What about you, Cup?
2K. 2K, you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, 2K for the free weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful I got the opportunity to play that because I was iffy about it. And by me playing, got that free opportunity. You know, hint about Titanfall 2. But just for having the opportunity to try it out. Now I'm probably gonna end up purchasing that game. You know, thankful for the opportunity they gave us to play that game. And
they got you.
that's just one of the ones for this week. I don't want to go into too many details because I don't want to just keep running it.
Awesome. What about you, Newf? What game are you thankful for?
It's all about the 4, people. It's all about the 4. I'm talking about Gears of War 4. What a freaking game that is. And Uncharted 4, which did not disappoint me either. So there you go.
2 4s.
2 4s.
4 on the floor.
You got to get that 4x4.
Wow. SheWulf is on so many drugs right now.
Oh my god, I know, right?
It's like a perverted freak.
Okay. Alright. So, I guess really, like, truthfully, honestly, I'd have to say one of the funnest games I had playing this year, and that I'm pretty thankful for, is actually...
Damn, SheWulf, my feelings are hurt.
I know, well, no, like, you know, I had a lot of fun playing, like, Gears and everything with you, but that's a game I think everybody kind of, like, throws out and is like, oh, yeah, everybody knows that's an amazing game. But I was trying to think of one that just, like, really wowed me that I didn't expect to wow me, I think is what I was trying to think of.
About Alice.
I didn't get Alice. Okay.
Alice to the day she dies.
Do you know how thankful I would have been this year if they would have gave me Alice?
Back compat?
Yeah, I would have been so thankful, but I begged and begged. I even went to the actual friggin' American McGree. I actually went to him and freaking messaged him, and he wrote me back.
Or the developer,
the actual game developer of that game, and he was like, he owned the game. It was like, and he actually wrote me back, and he tells me, I'm sorry, I can't make that possible because I sold the rights to EA. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Damn.
So mad. He's like, whatever they do with it, you know, they do with it now. So I was so mad. I was like, how could you? So, kind of sucks. Kind of sucks, but oh well.
Hey, I would like to add that I'm pretty happy for the Batman Arkham collection because it's nice to be able to play those 2 classics on the Xbox One. Am I right? Am I right?
Heck yeah, man. I'm with you there.
You already had your turn, Newf.
He's thankful for a remaster. Oh shit.
Well, that's kind of what most of this year was.
No, I'm not thankful for that.
Dang.
All right. Anyway.
The Origins with it too.
What's that?
They should have brought the Batman Origins with it too.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but it's made by different publishers, so it's understandable why they didn't.
Made a tomato.
You're a different publisher.
Ooh.
Alrighty, so we're going to actually jump into our next announcement before we get into the news. And it's actually one of the reasons why we got Zaz sitting at the table. So why don't you take it away, Zaz?
Well, I'll go ahead and take the first part, and then Zaz is going to tell everybody else. Okay? We're going to two-man this.
Okay.
All right, so everyone knows we love the community, and everything we do on this channel is on social media is for the community. I think we have... Why are we laughing right now?
All the squeakies.
Oh.
Get the chair to work. Fix your chair.
Trying to be serious right now, guys.
All right, I'm sorry. Go. Awesome.
All right, so I think we have one of the greatest communities around, and we support each other. This time of year with the holidays, it's all about giving and helping people less fortunate than us. Here in the States, we have a program called Toys for Tots, where you donate unopened toys to help children in need to have a great Christmas. Now we want to get the community involved to help us out. We would like all of you, the subscribers, the followers, to donate to help these children. We have a goal of hitting like 500 toys to be donated, so we can easily, you know, crush this stuff with all the subscribers and followers I have. You know, I'd like to see like thousands of toys donated and stuff like that. So Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let Zaz tell you guys how to do this and help us out and what's in it for you if you help us.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm sure, I mean, if you've been outside recently, you'll see the cardboard Toys for Tots things. All it needs is a new, unopened, unwrapped toy in it. And if anybody gets their toys, send us pictures of it. DM me, DM SheWulf. I'm sure she's more organized than I am because I barely check my Twitter. I just recently bought a whole bunch of stuff from Ross on clearance, a bunch of name brand stuff that didn't cost me that much. You got the picture of that?
Oh, yeah.
So anybody who sends me a picture, anybody who donates anything at all, I'm going to get like some kind of cork board or something. Put your name up behind us, so we're gonna know who you are. We're gonna put your pictures up here. We're gonna show that off. Yeah, we're hoping to get to 500. Also, the website, which we'll link below, will tell you where to find a drop box at, or you can do a monetary donation too. And if you want, you can send it gives you a whole option for a card. You can put that with your gamer tag. You can put that with our name on it in honor of us if you wanted to. It's up to you guys. Just send me what you can and give what you can, guys, because it's a really important charity. Sure. If you have to skip an indie game that you're not going to play or review to get toys, that's good. Skip that. It's $20 right there.
Why are you staring at me, bro?
Huh? Why am I staring at you?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And for all our UK people out there, we didn't forget about you either. Like, we want you to help out too. I know you guys might not have Toys for Tots, but I was talking to some of the people over there, and there is like donation things that you guys can do too. So go ahead and donate as well at whatever is close to you guys. Send us the same picture with your Twitter or gamer tag on it, so we can get you up on the board. We're gonna have a banner going across. I think it's a really great time, to help out these kids and do some really good stuff. So
yeah, guys, give what you can. With that, I'm out.
See you, Zaz.
See you, buddy.
All right, so I don't know, did he actually mention whether or not what you get for the winner or whatever?
We'll have a couple winners a week, 1 to 2. We haven't decided, we have a couple of ideas floating around. So next week we hope to have that all done and start giving all that stuff out. So I don't want to announce it yet, as we haven't finalized it yet. So
it's cool stuff, though.
Yeah, it's really cool.
All the ideas we've been kicking around are really cool. So
everybody's gonna be pretty happy.
Oh damn!
So,
all
yeah,
the videos.
So remember,
and we will post more details on Twitter, so please watch for that as well.
Yeah, the link to Toys for Tots is also down in the description, so everybody can go ahead. Seriously, guys, this is a really good thing. If you could help us out, that'd be fantastic. So yeah,
let's give those kids a great Christmas.
Hell yeah!
All right, so with that, let's jump into our first segment of tonight, and of course, that is the news.
Oh crap, that's me.
News.
I want that Halo gun he had.
All right, everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the news. Let's see, where am I at here? All right, so the first topic I wanted to go ahead and talk about, which is, we'll touch on this a little bit, is the new branding that we're seeing on some of the back-of-pack games that you can find new in store. They're coming and saying, hey, you can play this on your 360 and the Xbox One. A lot of us have been talking about Microsoft's messages. They haven't been doing a good job of telling people the benefits of having an Xbox One and all that kind of stuff. So it looks like they're going in the right direction, and I want to see what everybody's thought about this on the panel tonight. So go ahead.
I think it's a great idea that they decided to put it on, the 360 boxes and actually let people know, because, when I go into the store and stuff to look at backwards compat games, I never know which ones are back compat. I have to pull a list up on my phone, then I have to go through and try to find them and everything like that. But if they by them giving this description on the top of the box, you'll know. So it'll be a lot more easier, especially for casual people or grandparents or parents that go in and buy their kids stuff like that. They don't have to sit there and try to figure out what games are what, and they'll just be able to see. And I think it'll end up selling more games in the end as well.
I think it might help sell more games, but don't. On the other hand, though, don't you guys think that if you're going to buy a back compat game, a 360 game at this point in time, you're probably looking for it because you know it's backwards compatible for the most part. Now I get your point about like grandparents and people that are like kind of out of the loop. Yeah, but for the most part,
But no, not necessarily though, because think about it. Like, do you know every game that's on the backwards compat?
No, but I at the same time, I don't. If I'm gonna look for, if I want to, because at this point, don't you feel like if you think of a game that might be back compat or not, wouldn't you just be like, oh, I wonder if you can play this game on back compat?
But at
Everyone
the
has the
same
internet,
time, though, with like, I see where your point is coming from, but my only thing is, like, when you turn around and say you go to a store and you're looking at games or whatever, you're just browsing. If a new game recently came out that week that you had no idea came out backwards compat, but yet you see it there on the shelf, then you're like, oh, hey, wait a minute. And then, then you may decide like, hey, okay, I'm going to get it because then you see it. So you may not necessarily always like see which ones have come out backwards compat or whatever. So
yeah, I mean, I dig that too. Like, that's what I was saying. I can see where it can be beneficial in some instances. But I just feel maybe it's because I'm secluded with like a lot, like the most of the people I talk to about gaming are gamers that like playing. So like we know like if there's a game coming out back compat, we know it's coming, so we know to look for it or we already have it. So I guess there's two heads to the coin. So it's a good idea for casuals though, but I don't think that there's like. Kraft's making a point right now. He said casuals and people who might not even realize Xbox One has back compat games. There's a good and bad to both of them, I guess. I guess not really a bad thing, but more of like a question of is it necessary or not, is what I'm thinking.
Well, it can't cost very much to put an extra label on a box, whether it's on the actual insert between the sleeve or it's the actual casing itself. I'm totally with SheWulf. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of it, man. When you're going into a store now, it's just like, okay, that game will work on my Xbox One. It's going to be a big help, especially for the casuals who don't pay much attention to these types of things. And overall, I think it's just a great selling feature. Just, again, it's Microsoft now starting to ramp up their marketing efforts, doing a great job. It's kind of like buying a pair of underwear, You got to look for the label on the inside. If not, you're not going to know if your Fruit of the Looms are going to fit your fat ass or not. You want to know these things work.
What the hell? Yeah.
I could just picture any of you guys standing at a store trying to like rip through underwear to look at the back of the tag.
I just try them on and put them back if they don't fit. So.
Here's a question I want to
nasty.
I want to throw out to you guys. Like, when you hear a back compat game, do you immediately be like, yo, man, I want to go to the store and, pick up this game, like, right now?
No, and see, that's my biggest thing is, like, okay, actually, here's a perfect example. There's actually been a few times where, we've seen a couple of the backwards compat games that actually came, like Mirror's Edge and all that stuff. And there was a couple Lego ones, but, we didn't go to the store that day, and we went, like, I think it was, like, that weekend or something we went. And I had to pull the whole list up on my phone because there was, like, actually a sale going on at like GameStop and stuff like that, and I had to pull it up on my phone just to see everything that was backwards compat again, just so that we could get the most beneficial out of our money.
Like what you're saying is like absolutely correct. People that are actually going in there to look for those specific games that want to play it on there, I totally get that, but I think those are few and far between. I do agree, like having that in the store and like people walking around and maybe like see that could entice them to buy it. But I think overall, I think back compat is a very good feature. But I really want to see the statistics of how many people are actually playing the back compat games versus the new stuff, because I gotta tell you, I don't even have time to play the new games right now, let alone any back compat that comes out. I mean, they're all fantastic and I get them all. Hopefully one day in my life I'll be able to play them, but at this point,
I've always been impartial to like back compat in the first place. I'm not a big replayer of games. Like once I play, unless it's like a multiplayer aspect, there's not a I don't care how good the game is. Like there's no replay value to it to me, unless there's other characters, things like that.
People do it for achievements.
Well, that's true. I'm not really a big achievement guy either. Like I like to play through the game and get the experience of what they've had to offer for the game. I don't have to nitpick every corner of the game, but I get that there are people like that, and this is good for people like that. But I mean, I haven't. The only back compat game that I've played is Black Ops since they've started this whole campaign of backwards compatibility. It's just not my thing. The only reason I went back to Black Ops is because I love playing the multiplayer in it. So there's something for everybody, and hats off to Microsoft for doing that and recognizing that there is a group of people, whether it's niche or not, that want to play these games. That's good for everybody. So I'm not mad at them for it by any means. I don't feel that I see it as a big thing as some people do. I guess is what I'm saying.
I'm kind of on board with that too.
Well, I think it's pretty awesome. I know you guys made a lot of great points, and in a way, it doesn't really affect us the same way as it affects everybody else, because we're different kind of hardcore, more serious gamers that we're like keeping up with the news, like you guys said.
Yeah, it's a great
So
point.
yeah, this is really, really great for those people that I've seen at GameStop that are looking through the 360 section with their younger kid, and they're like, is this back compat? Is this? And they're like questioning it, and I'm like, no, because I kind of remember most of them. I have like 80 plus 360 games, so most of them I don't have to go out there and buy. I already have them. But the only time I ever felt that way was when World at War came out, and I was like, damn, I want to go pick that up. Obviously, you could get them digitally, like in the digital store and stuff now, so that's pretty cool. But for the collectors, that want to have the physical game, I think that's awesome. But then again, those new cases actually bother me a little bit with my OCD because they don't match the games that I have. So I just rather have the original 360 cases, and I rather have the original Xbox One cases where they go. So in a way, yeah, I'm kind of weird about it. I think it's great. That's a great idea. I showed it to my brother, and he was like, "Oh, that's awesome." So people could stop asking me in the store. So I was like, "That's cool." But for me, I'm like, I'm not gonna pick that up. For me, that's like a platinum hits.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
That's a good point, Fox. Like
Yeah,
a lot of people that do the physical collections, like I agree with you. Like it's very satisfying to see like a line of like all like 360 and then Xbox One and like your OGs up top, like or whatever games you're playing, to have all the jackets and the case the same. I completely get where you're coming from on that. And it does. Like I get the same feeling when I see a platinum hits game. Like, ew.
Yeah.
Like get out of that.
Oh, at least somebody agrees with me. I was like, damn, they're gonna think I'm crazy and shit.
No, I completely get you.
Master Yoda.
No, but I think
Go ahead.
it's a great thing, though. Yeah.
Master Yoda in the chat too brought up a pretty good point too that I've seen as well at like the GameStops and stuff that sell like the used games and stuff, is that as soon as a back and pack game comes announced, they jack those prices up ridiculous amounts.
God. Yep.
And I think that's a terrible thing going forward. I hope they get that situated and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think all in all, like
but that's just GameStop being the jackasses that they are.
For real, you could go anywhere else. Yeah, you could go anywhere else. You could go to Target. You could go to Walmart. They still have 360 games for sure. I noticed that they started doing that once Xbox got like 200 back and pack games. That's when they started putting the prices up. So now they got like over 250 plus. Especially today, I tweeted out that they released Burnout Paradise and Pure, which is like a ATV kind of game, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, I remember that. I like that game," and stuff like that. So
you guys
today,
you're heading into another territory that maybe we'll touch on a different show, but with this backwards compatibility, it's a great selling feature. We all get that, but here's at the same time, we're obviously over the last couple of weeks we've been talking about various games not selling up to potential. Do you think that backwards compatibility and a lot of these cheaper budget games are cutting into the sales of the big games? For example, if little Jimmy walks into the store, his mom just picks him up an Xbox One S. She's like, well, I'm on a pretty limited budget. Don't you think it's more likely that she goes to the bargain bin and picks up a half a dozen, BC games because they're cheaper than going out and say plunking 60, 70, or $80 on a brand new title?
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. Like, they're generally, they're cheaper, and you could probably get more of them. I don't know if it's per se like hurting new games, because like I said, we're like a different kind of gamer. I guess we're more of the hardcore, and so a lot of our friends and the people we talk to already have those games or played through those games. So maybe to us the data might be skewed, but I really don't see anybody like, man, I just want to go to the store and buy me a bunch of back and pack games. Usually we already have them, and whatever the case may be. I think a lot of the reason why like games aren't selling well is either their messaging and marketing isn't doing well, or like this holiday season, look at how many games are coming out. Like I mean, I know these developers think like we all got crazy amounts of money to buy all these games, but realistically, most people can only get a couple of games a year.
I'm having trouble thinking of a time where there were this many games coming out, like all just back to back to back. I mean, it's hit after hit after hit,
for sure. And that goes back to what we were saying before. Like, they should just spread these games out because a lot of these big AAA titles will do well no matter where they go throughout the year. So I think they need to start taking a look at, you know, moving things around a little bit, and that'll probably help out the sales.
You know what GameStop need to do? They need to like all the Xbox 360 games. They need to put a stick on it and letting people know if they back compatible or not. So a person that ain't in a know, then when they see the back compat, they say, okay, well, I got an Xbox S and this is a back compat game, and this one here don't have the stick on there, so nobody will get burnt by purchasing a 360 game thinking all 360 games are back compat.
Yeah, that's a good point too. I'm sure. Good.
That's a good idea, and I feel like certain shops would do that, like local gaming stores, but I doubt that GameStop would go out of their way to do that, because most of the people that I know that work there don't like their job, or they go out of their way and do that extra.
Yeah, they're going to do their minimum.
Yeah, so they're kind of like, I'm just doing whatever my boss tells me to do, and that's it. They're not going to go out of their way and be like, let me put a sticker, or let me make sure that this section has the BC games. So I doubt that they would do that, and this is basically why Xbox had to go out of their way and do it themselves, because, you know, to let the people know. So
yeah. All right, so we killed that topic to death. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one because we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, guys. So Titanfall 2 has had a crazy year, filled with ups and downs. Titanfall 2 released with great reviews from the media. That's fantastic for the game. EA CFO in their financial meeting, you know, stated that they want to work on and help, you know, Respawn make more Titanfall games. Well, Zampella's come out and said, you know, the future for Titanfall is kind of uncertain. It's too early to think about, you know, making another game at this point. Do you guys think of like maybe the lackluster sales and, you know, some of the stuff and the feedback they've gotten, they're kind of like hesitant to make a new game or Titanfall, or are they going to be one of those studios that kind of want to work on a bunch of different things? What do you guys think?
Dude, they gotta be hesitant about another game after the sales they've showed. Like, what are they, like, down 80% from one? From some of the numbers that have been, like, floating around. Like, that's insanity. Like, you're crazy to, like, at least not...
And it's not even selling well on the PS4, which they didn't have the first one.
Yeah.
So that's kind of boggles my mind, too.
There's, like, you know, there's this stigma about that ever since Titanfall 2 came out with their tech test. It's been this, like, this trigger word for people. Like, Titanfall 2 is like, which is sad because when it was coming out, like, everyone was fucking hyped.
Yeah, man,
like,
absolutely.
Like, we were waiting for it. We were like, God, I cannot wait for this game to come. And then it was just slowly started trickling away until, like, it's a sad release, man. And you have to be skeptical about if you want to put the time or money into, like, doing another title. And when you see the numbers here, like, do you put all your eggs in a basket and go full force and make Titanfall 3 the game that Titanfall 2 should have been?
That's the funny thing, though, is, like, according to the reviews and the people that played it, you know, they all say it's a good game, and the reviews are more of, like, it's an excellent game, so why is it not selling that well?
Because they burnt a whole bunch of people before the game launched.
Well,
I think
like,
what that Ryzen did.
I think that, like, at the same time, the fan base, like, the consumer and the player needs to look at it. Like, if you're not playing the game because they, quote-unquote, violated their marketing rights with Microsoft, like, that doesn't have anything to do with you at all.
Well, no, that's not
like,
it. The tech test itself was not...
Oh, no, I get that, too.
Par.
Well,
but that's also their fault, though.
It was, but I'm just saying, with every... See, a lot of people keep saying, oh, it's the stupid marketing rights. No, it's...
Well, that and it was sandwiched...
together.
Well,
it was sandwiched in between, like, two games
like,
as well.
They should have put... Yeah, the release date's probably one of the biggest factors, too, that we haven't talked about yet. But also the way that they portrayed the game on the tech test was not to their benefit. They should have put attrition in so people could get a full taste of the game. Like, regardless, you want to reduce...
Should have put a closed-in map as well, not two big open
It was just they put up new game types that people weren't used to, and they thought it was a new game, and that added to the general atmosphere of that this game is not what Titanfall 1 was, and it made people feel skeptical about it. And then there's a handful of people that listen to only social media and into other people's opinions. That, I mean, there's people that watch whatever show you're watching, and they hear the news from this community, and that they hold that news in high regard. So if they hear a negative result, they're not going to go buy it. And there's other people that see negative reviews and they're not going to buy it. There's a
gaming and gamers is like that word of mouth.
Yeah.
It travels really far.
Exactly. And there's a huge portion of the gaming population that if they see a bad review, they're not going to waste their time on it, because like you guys said, we don't have endless amounts of money to go spend on games. So if it's a gamble, and then you look at Battlefield 1 that came out, and it's just nothing but praise across the board.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that they had to question it made their purchase not 100% anymore, because they were iffy about it. So obviously they're going to go with the games that for sure have their yes and 100% towards it.
Well, it's not even just that. We really have to think about the fact, too, that, Titanfall 2 came out pretty much playing just like Call of Duty. Let's be honest. It did play like it. But Call of Duty came out a week later. Call of Duty fans are not going to pick Titanfall 2 over top of their favorite, obviously.
Yeah, especially if it has a remaster.
Yeah, and it had the remaster that everyone was, like, completely thrilled for. And then you had Battlefield 1 that, came out with a friggin' demo, or not a demo,
screw
the beta.
That remaster. About
literally
that
the
Infinite
weekend.
Warfare,
well, it came out, like, with its beta literally the weekend after the tech test. So that kind of put the tech test to a shame. So that definitely stayed in people's mind, was this beta from Battlefield 1. So to have that come out a week before Titanfall and then Call of Duty come out a week after Titanfall just pretty much sat there, looked at itself, and was like, wow, am I wearing the right pair of pants? Because
what the?
It was a really, really stupid release.
SheWulf
it really was.
Yeah.
The brief, the pants.
Well, Brutal summed it up. It's a lot about word of mouth. Thank God the reviews are actually good, because can you imagine how many people would have ignored it if the reviews were bad?
Absolutely.
But, at the end of the day, guys, it was lack of marketing, because while we kind of knew this game was coming out, I think the average consumer had no idea about Titanfall really leading up to the release. It came out at a terrible launch window. I don't know why. They chose to sandwich it between three of the biggest shooters this year. There's a lot of factors going against Titanfall. I think the marketing stuff, as SheWulf alluded to, I think that was a very small part of it, but I don't think it made a big enough difference, especially not from the PlayStation side. I don't think they would have cared too much. But from an Xbox standpoint, there's a few hardcore guys who were definitely upset with the shenanigans there. But, water under the bridge. But here's my thing. When is a game a write-off? I mean, when does a company consider it a loss? Because I look at it like the movie industry. Sometimes how there's a big blockbuster that comes out in the theater and it doesn't do really well in its first couple of weeks, but it really picks up steam when it comes out on DVD, Blu-ray. It does 3 or 4 times as much business afterwards. And I think that could be the effect with Titanfall. When we start to hit that drought in the later half of the winter, early spring, and that game gets marked down a little bit, I could see this.
Well, it's getting marked down. Yeah,
said it's going to be like $20.
Yeah, it's going to get marked down now. So that's a good test right there, to Newf's point, to see if that holds weight for sure. Absolutely.
I mean, true, but obviously,
he said something like, "Hey, it's not over. It could generate more sales down the stretch here."
Yeah, for sure.
Truthfully, if we didn't have to buy Christmas gifts for the kids, I'd pick it up, but I can't afford it.
Yeah,
so
I think it's definitely worth the $30. But all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. We still got a few more of the news, and then we can get on some games. So the next one is, if you're into Halo games and that universe, a name you should be familiar with is the man Josh Holmes at 343. He worked on a couple of the Halo titles, and now he is leaving 343 to work on the indie scene.
How do I say goodbye? R.I.P. baby.
What do you guys think about that? Do you think?
what the?
He's dead to me.
Do you think Halo's going to change forever now that he's not going to be there? Or
Well, I'm surprised Bruto just said that because he's going to be doing indies, so I'm pretty sure you're going to be playing those.
Yeah, I gotta wait though.
Those would
I
be
gotta
some
have
pretty damn amazing
true.
indie games.
I have a really short attention span, so I'll probably forget who he is by the time he makes an indie game. To be honest.
He's like a fish.
What the?
Fish. They forget like every 5 minutes or something.
Oh, Bruto's a fish. I thought you were talking about Josh. I'm like, damn.
Oh.
so yeah, I think
I'm like, damn.
that Josh Holmes guy.
Yeah, I mean,
I
feel
mean,
like
he will be missed.
There's like
right?
Yeah, but he was like instrumental. Like if you watch the video docs of like them like building the game, like every multiplayer session, that dude was there pushing those guys to make that multiplayer, and it is the best multiplayer we've played in a long time.
Like it took a step back in my opinion in 4.
Right.
And it came back with 5 with a vengeance and took the couple good elements out of 4, moved it, and then brought 2 and 3 all day back into the game, and it's awesome. And it's gonna be interesting to see where the Halo series goes, but maybe this is the change that we need to see coming from 343 to see where Halo goes after this. Now, let me ask you this question because I'm not 100% sure. Is he leaving 343 permanently? Like he's going on his own thing completely, right? He's not. Gonna
because the other guy that was under him is taking over his position.
Okay.
So he's out. Like,
where are we going to see a shift in the way Halo's been going? Like, because a lot of people have been talking about the storyline of Halo.
well, that's the thing. Is like I like the progression of maybe the story changing and stuff because there's a lot of people that didn't like Halo 5. But my point was, dude, that dude was every day in the trenches with the multiplayer. How is the multiplayer the next game going to be? Like, are they going to put that much effort? Is that person taking over going to put that much effort into it?
If you see 5 go like that, though, you don't want you don't want to see too much change, though. You know, like everyone was crying out for a revamp of the Titanfall multiplayer. And then if everyone fucking ate crow and they...
I wasn't saying that. I wanted a campaign. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah, very true.
My point is that, like, if we all start crying for change...
Right. I got you.
How much is that going to reflect in, like, all right, well, this is the perfect transition period to do this change we really wanted. Here's shit Halo 6. You know,
no,
like,
don't say that.
I'm just saying.
No, because the way I feel about it, I mean, obviously he had a big part to do with the multiplayer. So I'm hoping that they either leave it the same and like leave all the cool shit that he put or implemented into it, and it's either the same or better. I don't want it to get any, I don't want it to go down from here at all. And obviously with the campaign, I just want more campaign and more Master Chief. That's all I want. But, I mean, I'm looking forward to Halo. Even if he's not there, I mean, which sucks, but he wants to do his own thing. That's understandable. Maybe his drive, he's not into it anymore. He's already had his fill of Halo. He's like, I'm done. I want to do
as an artist, I'm sure they want to grow and
I
move
don't
on.
want him in the trenches when 6 comes out, obviously, if his heart's not in it. So I'm like,
that's a
good day,
point.
sir.
Yeah. I say good day! That's a perfect point.
Absolutely.
And you guys are completely right. When I saw that he was going to do indies, I perked up a little bit because everyone knows I love indie games, and you're right. You're completely right. He could come out with some awesome, awesome indie games, especially if you can move like some of the mechanics of like the multiplayer of Halo into like either a story or a platformer style game and like into like an indie style. That would be awesome. And I fully support that. I'm just saying I don't want to see the Halo franchise like just 180 and just spiral out of control.
Oh hell no.
Or not the franchise itself, but like GKB was
multiplayer.
saying, like primarily the multiplayer because it's so good. It's
amazing.
It's
I
the
want it
best
to be the same
multiplayer
or
Halo's
better.
ever had. And
Yeah.
But y'all got to remember, it wasn't a one-man team, so he might have left, but the blueprints are already there, and it's still the amazing team that was already there still going to be there. So I don't think it's going to be too much of a change. I think it's just going to be.
I agree with you.
Still gonna get Halo.
I agree with you, Cup, on that standpoint for sure. But like, I know if I was a new person coming in, I want to put like my spin on the multiplayer.
Exactly. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, exactly. Now that could be good or great depending on the community, right?
Yeah,
so,
you could like walk in and just be like, all right, I don't give a shit what Josh had to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Rip the plans
Rip
up.
that
He's
shit
like,
up.
I'm the fucking man now. Fuck you, just firing everybody. Fucking Locke kills Chief. You can only play as Locke. Like all your armor looks like Locke in multiplayer.
There'd be pandemonium in the streets, ladies and gentlemen.
Blasphemy.
I could picture him doing it.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Pick it up.
Nope.
Man, I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed.
For real.
Guys are weird.
You know, I think 343 is in good hands.
Oh
They
my
got
God,
enough talent over there. Plus, Microsoft will bring in some respectable person to replace them. You know, the biggest problem with any of these devs is that everybody seems to think that they got to be bigger, badder, and better. I mean, it's just sometimes we just want more of, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what happened, I think, with Titanfall. It wasn't broke. It just needed more. The first game was great. It just wasn't fleshed out.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, but
They realized it by the end, and then when they bring out number 2, they fucked everything up. They changed too much. That's bottom line. Halo does the same thing. Halo keeps experimenting. Halo needs to remember that Halo is Halo, and everybody else was pretty much copying Halo for years. They don't need to start copying the fucking Call of Duty.
yeah, but you got to remember this. You got to remember this too, though, Newf. Like, there's a catch-22 for devs trying to be, one, innovative, and two, sticking with their classic. You know, granted, you have your bread and butter that works, that got you to where you are. But how long does that stay around until that bread starts going stale and that butter gets nasty? Where you gotta freshen it up a little bit. You gotta bring in something a little bit new that's gonna bring in, one, the crowd that didn't pick up on your bread and butter, the people that didn't want the what you had to offer in the first place, but two, keep your original fans as well. So there's a balance in the, like, I don't know two shits about, like, developing a video game, but at the same time, you have to imagine that it's very difficult, and that's why there's millions of dollars and thousands of people that go into planning these games.
You have to please your old fans, but try to pull in new fans.
Right.
And that's fucking hard.
So you got to do the impossible.
Pretty much.
It's got to be one of the hardest jobs out there. More than developing a game, it's just got to be constantly pushing the envelope and, like I said, finding out what you can get away with, and also what technology allows you to do as well. Because for years they've been constrained by the hardware. Now they're finally starting to let go a little bit. But I think a lot of times it just comes down to creative freedom. I think that's what happened with Bungie. Bungie. They got a little tired of doing the Halo franchise. They wanted out, and that's what I see with a lot of devs. They get tired of doing the same thing in and out, tired of the same franchise, tired of trying to spin a new story. And I hope that doesn't happen with, like, Rob Ferguson and his group, because they're going to be stuck into Gears for the next God knows how long. So
Lance said he left his home recipe with Chris Lee.
Well, we'll see.
That's
what Newf was saying there is a good segue into the next topic about hardware, and I know SheWulf loves this topic. So with the launch of these new half steps in this generation, and what it means for the future of console gaming, the first one out of the gate is the PS4 Pro, and it's having some serious issues with working on a lot of televisions. We were going to talk about this last week, but I wanted to wait to give Sony a chance to figure out the issue and what's going on and possibly resolve it before we talked about it. As of yet, there's still no fix. People are still having issues. And I want to go around and see what everybody thought about this. You know, Sony this generation's been the juggernaut, like selling tons and tons of consoles, and you know, whether you want to say about like exclusives and this, that, and the other, they're still putting out some games and stuff like that. But what do you guys think about the issues that they're having with the PS4 Pros?
My God.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right. In the wise words of Snoop Dogg, fix your shit.
It's true. He did come out and say that to Xbox for sure.
Yeah.
He told Bill Gates. He didn't tell Xbox.
That's so funny, bro.
But what I was going to say was, oh my God, this is so fucking dumb. The fact that, you know, you're not sure if the system that you're buying for however much, it's not going to work with your TV. And if it does, maybe you have to, like, I don't know. It's crazy because I also heard the fact that this dude, he plugged it in and it worked just fine. And then there was an update. So he saw that it said, hey, you have an update for the PlayStation Pro, whatever. So he did the update and that's what messed it up at the same time. So I don't know what the hell they were thinking by throwing
apparently
in.
it's like a day one update or something. And then you have to do it, and then all of a sudden you have to have your VR just to make your TV like. Oh.
Yeah, he found a way around it to make it work, but that's dumb because he said he spent like over what 1,200 just
because he had to get the
plugging
PSVR
all these things in just to
Yeah.
make the Pro work on his TV. I was like, dude, that's pretty messed up that they're doing that, or that they haven't even fixed that, or they
And
haven't
the
addressed
regular
it.
gamer's not going to do that kind of stuff. They don't have that kind of money to do that.
No,
so.
I think they're just going to return it to the store and be like, hey, this one doesn't work. Can I get another one? And they're just
Yeah.
going to keep going through cycles or just go back to the regular PlayStation.
I saw the same video. I think actually Fox posted that video to us to watch it.
Yes, you did.
And it was interesting that like the guy was saying that he initially, before the patch went in, like it was working fine. It went through fine. It was showing up everything like that. And then as soon as it downloaded the patch, it like totally screwed up everything. And Sony was going back and forth. Yeah, like black screen. They couldn't do anything. You couldn't even like fix it or whatever. And it was something weird too because he would hit the reset button on the PS4 to reset it back to like 480p or whatever the lowest resolution it had, and then it would play on the screens just fine. But then as soon as he went back to like 1080p or whatever resolution he wanted to go on that his TV supports, it would go back to black screen again. So it's a really odd bug, and that's kind of frustrating for gamers out there. Like, especially if this is like your first PS4 you had, or you waited for this one to come out to buy it, you bring it home and you can't play it.
That's a huge.
That's a little. That's ridiculous.
It's funny though. Like you see, like if you look at like any of the articles or anything that's coming out about these PS4 problems, like of course Sony's not going to take full blame for the issue. Like of course. Yeah. But at the same time, like it's funny seeing the ping pong. There's blames just being
going back
off
and forth.
To the next person. Like whether it's like there's actually been like I've seen where like they've suggested that it's like user error,
right?
Or that people don't.
Or it's the TV manufacturer.
Yeah, exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
I mean, there's a lot about the TV.
There's actually been like back and forth between like LG specifically and Sony, talking about how and LG's playing ball too. Like they're talking about pushing out firmware updates for their TVs, things like that. They want. And I'm not saying by any means.
But see, that's the funny thing, though, is like LG's like, it's not really our fault, but we're going to do what we can to help this problem. Yeah. But Sony's not doing the same on their side. That's the problem right there. Is like they should be hard, fast working on updates and plugging those things in and trying to get this resolved.
I mean, especially when you're charging $400 for a half-gen console, like when there's an equally, if not more powerful console sitting right next to it on the shelf at Walmart or Target, wherever you're going, at a lower price point. You know what I'm saying? Like this needs to be their number one addressed issue, and like I'm sure that it is.
Does this go back to possibly the PS4 Pro was rushed? Like they didn't take enough dev time into it.
Don't trigger people, bro.
Well, definitely, they were not ready.
It is though. I mean, and that's like that. Unfortunately, that's the society, the gaming culture that we live in though right now. You get a game and then you put a 10 gig first day update on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't launch full products anymore. Right. You launch a full product that evolves with what it needs as it goes. So a bug pops up, we'll patch it. And that's part of the beauty of the current gaming society as well, the current gaming culture, is that you know that if there's a bug, generally it gets fixed at some point.
Yeah, it's good and bad at the same time. Definitely.
I mean, you go back in the day when you have hard-coded cartridges that you slide into your console, or there's no you don't have any access to the internet. If that game's fucked at a certain point, you're done. So that's nice, but at the same time, it lessens the hold on the requirement to launch a full complete product, because they know they have that backdrop behind them that they can fall back on, like, oh, we'll just put a patch out for it, no big problem. And unfortunately, you're not gonna find that out until after the sales, and your initial big sales numbers come when everyone buys the game together, right, within the first week, before messages start popping up that, oh, this is bad, oh, that's bad. So you get your numbers in, you get a solid base. And then, you get some bad reports, put out a patch, and then it compiles on top of each other. So it's not and I feel like I say this all the time, that it comes back to like society now, like social media. There's a different way to approach gaming, and I know a lot of us old schoolers that have played games for a long time. Yeah. We have that certain standard that you want to play a good game, right? Yeah. But at the same time, you have to understand, like, it's different now. Right. Like, whether it's a console or a game, there's going to be patches coming out. Yeah. But the fact that you're buying a $400 fucking console and that
doesn't work
like broken day one, like, fuck you. Like, it should at least turn on. If I'm not getting 4K, fuck it.
But at least I can play like 1080p or the lower resolutions, like the base game. Come on.
Like, I don't want anyone to think that I'm sitting here like defending Sony, because I don't give a fuck about Sony or Microsoft. But I do give a fuck about if I'm going to spend $400.
As a consumer,
I want to get something that's going to at least play.
Right.
You know, and 4K is definitely no, not yet, Alan. I've only had like 2 beers, bro.
Yo, big shout out to the 80+ people watching us. Thank you so much, guys. You rock.
What's up,
we
everybody?
love you. You guys are awesome.
I find it hard to believe that Sony did not know about some of the inherent problems before they launched this system. And it's not like they didn't already have a system out on the market. They had the PS4 Pro, the PS4, and it was doing just fine. So like we knew the Pro was coming for a while, but when did they tell us it was coming out in November? When was that? When did they actually officially release the launch date?
When they had that event where they showed off the Slim and the PS4 Pro.
Yeah, so that was after E3. So why didn't Sony just ultimately go to the boardroom and say, guys, let's delay this system into early next year? What's the rush to bring it out right now? Like, the fans weren't really demanding it. I mean, Scorpio's still over a year out yet. So like,
Very
they
true.
went back to the drawing board. Nintendo did it with Switch. That thing was supposed to be out already, and they delayed that till next year. Just we delay games often enough. Why don't they start doing it with hardware? Like, what's the big deal? I don't understand it, because they're doing more damage to their own reputation and to the customer right now and their faith in the customer. It's kind of like Microsoft. Microsoft didn't save their ass by repairing a lot of those Red Rings of Death consoles, man. They might not have existed yet.
Dude, it's the answer to the Slim, or it's the answer to the S, because the PS4 Slim was not an answer to the S, and the PS4 Pro plays in the same ball field as the S. So like, there's not a I feel like that's why they had to rush it. They needed to get this console out before the holiday season, because if Microsoft
they wanted to capitalize on that holiday money and stuff like that.
Yeah, you had to get it out now. Get people talking about it. And now, and it could even go back to this. Get it out now. If there's some bugs your dev team missed, fuck them. Like, get it out now, fix it, and then get it ready for Christmas.
I'm sure that's what they were talking about. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
they'll take the hit on the front end just to get the sales through the holiday, and get out the patches.
Yeah, because the numbers they do now.
Yeah.
Look at the numbers in a month from now when they're selling for Christmas, or 2 weeks from now when people are out there, or
Black
4 or 5
Friday.
days from now when Black Friday drops.
Yeah.
Like, Black Friday numbers for both the S and the PS4 Pro are going to be fucking sky high, regardless of what you like or not.
Well, I tell you this much: if I just traded in my fucking smart car for a Dodge Challenger and it couldn't go faster, I'd be pretty pissed off.
Exactly. I mean, that as a consumer,
completely appreciate that.
Exactly.
That's I agree with you.
They can do no wrong. They think that their fans will stay with them no matter what they do or throw at them, because their fans don't.
I don't think their fans are going to jump off the train or anything like that, but I think their fans, and they are speaking up, to be fair, but I think a lot more of them need to speak up and not let this stuff happen. Even with their network and all the other stuff. Any technical problems at this point with the tech and stuff that we have today, there shouldn't be any issues. There should be minute downtimes. Stuff shouldn't come out broken like this. It's just not
fair. I didn't buy it.
But
I completely agree. Like, shit shouldn't come broken to the point where you're not getting at least the features that you're paying an extra $400 for.
Absolutely. Or
whatever you're paying for, even if you traded it in. Like, can you imagine the disappointment of getting that? Like, buying it on the premise that it's an upgrade for your console, and then it's like I would be so fucking mad, especially if you traded in your PS4.
Yeah, and then you don't have anything, and you can't play your games, bro.
Shit.
Holy
fuck! I'd be
fuck.
fucking so mad. I remember when I had to update my Xbox when Advanced Warfare came out.
Well, even when you first got it, you had to wait for freaking the patch updates and stuff.
I was really wanting Advanced Warfare to come out. And there was a patch for Xbox the day that Advanced Warfare came out.
You had to wait for that.
And I had to sit there and wait. And I was like, fuck! I punched a hole through my drywall, not really. But, it's infuriating.
For sure.
But I had a 360 to play on at least.
There you go.
Or I had something else to play on.
Yeah, totally.
Xbox
Spend $400 and not play it. You can play your 360 for sure.
Damn.
Fuck. If you don't have anything to play, that sucks so bad.
Absolutely.
And I can completely agree with anybody who's pissed at PlayStation right now for not being able to play their games, especially if they drop the money on it.
Yeah, but the worst part though, I think is truly just because of the fact that any of these, anyone who plays PlayStation or whatever, they bring one of these home, they plug it in, and it doesn't work. They're not going to sit and think to themselves, okay, what do I have to plug in, or what do I have to buy or whatever to get this working? They're going to take it back because they'll think it's just defected, and then they'll just be stuck in the same loop.
Yep.
Unless they're obviously, gamers where we are, where we would actually YouTube it to see or whatever if it was something we did first. But
Like
A
even
lot
if
of casual gamers won't do that.
I would immediately start getting aggravated the second I turned it on and I got black screen. Like,
Absolutely.
Like, put yourself in the position. You get your brand. You know the feeling of a brand new console. You crack open the box. You can't wait to get it. All your cords are kinked up. You don't give a fuck if it's plugged in cleanly. You just want to get it on so you can play. You know?
So you can mess around with it.
And then fucking thing doesn't turn on.
I'd be lost.
Turn on and you get a black screen.
Yeah, I'd be losing my
die.
All right, guys, we killed this one to death. Yeah, Sony, you got to fix your stuff. We shouldn't be having this kind of problems.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and go on to the last news topic, and then we'll get into some other cool stuff to talk about. So Sam Lake has put out a teaser trailer of their new game. Not really, it was more of a troll video, and it was fantastic. Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
It was so awesome. He's basically on there, I'm Sam Lake. I'm Sam Lake. Haha, trailer coming soon. It was friggin' amazing. I think even the name of the trailer was like the best game trailer ever or something like that. It was so good.
Yeah, it was good. Alan Roberts is my biggest fan. He's counting how many fucks I say to him.
Probably going to be a lot.
Thanks, Alan. I hope you have a calculator.
But what did everybody think about that cool troll trailer? What do you guys think of the game was going to be? Let's do that too.
Dude, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. Well, Max Payne's got Rockstar. Yeah, Rockstar.
They dude, it's been a minute since they. Because what was the last one that they did? Was
I would
back
love
like
Max Payne for sure.
It was early 2000s.
No,
Yeah,
it was
I think
like
the last one they did was
2001.
Max Payne 2, huh?
no, it was Max Payne 3, and it was around like 2010 maybe.
Oh, was
way.
I want to say.
Was it that?
Yeah.
No
It
way.
was somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
no.
Girl, I'm fact checking your
2010,
ass
huh?
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, go check. I don't know.
it was around 10.
But yeah,
10 or
I know
11.
that Rockstar did that. So
Well, I'm talking about the
Yeah,
last
that
one
was
that
Max Payne
I'm talking
3.
about the last one that Remedy did.
Remedy. Was that
oh
2001?
my bad.
Yeah, it was Max
no
Payne
idea.
2 was in 2003.
All right, 2003. So
Yeah, because Max Payne 3 was in 2012. It
That was
released
close.
May 15th,
Okay.
2012.
I was close. But yeah, that I was talking about the one they didn't do. My bad.
is there any
Oh,
hope
yeah.
for Alan Wake? Another Alan Wake?
No, I think that's
I doubt
good.
it.
QB2.
You guys are just crushing my dreams right
I
now.
want to,
Hey,
but
All right,
I don't
let's
think
say
they're
this.
gonna do it.
I don't think it's
All
gonna
right,
be
let's
Quantum
do this cut and dry. Do you think it's going to be a sequel to something, or do you think it's going to be a new IP?
Well, yeah, with Remedy, it'd probably be something new. But
Hey,
we
you
all
get
want a
first.
sequel to something.
Consider the fact that they put out 3 games in 30 years almost. Like,
I know, right?
like they're or
If Remedy puts out another game that isn't at least a commercial success, it won't bode well for their future, I'm sure, especially being picked up by publishers or whatever. So I think they're going to try another IP, and they're going to hope for lightning in a bottle, because like you said, they take about 30 years to put out a couple of games. So
Wouldn't the safe bet though
are they
be
going exclusive?
go sequel though? Because
going
there's already a
exclusive?
fan base for those.
Are they going
But Alan
exclusive?
Wake didn't do really well, and and Quantum Break's kind of struggled. So their last big hit game was what? Max Payne.
The first Max Payne came out, I didn't care about like how well a game did, so I couldn't tell you how well it did as far as sales.
I know
go,
the
but
perfect game.
But I do remember that Max Payne was. Really enjoyed Max Payne. I like the bullet time stuff that they did back in the day. Like that, I liked that. What were you gonna say,
did
Cut?
well.
What's your call, bro?
Okay. I've been itching to say this here. All right, this would be the perfect game for Remedy. I mean, everybody will have to agree with it. To make a game called The Flash.
Okay, like a Flash game.
Right, and have the game. You know how we was talking about how the Batman Arkham Knight and Remedy do their own twist, but do a Flash version of it, and use some of these same mechanics how Quantum Break have, like you moving fast.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
That'd be
I mean,
cool.
I think that would be a hit because
that makes
Flash
sense.
is a household name.
Yeah,
Well,
they got a great
That
TV
would be
series
cool.
right now.
That does sound awesome, but they would have to make the game with WB games as well,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
they would
Right.
have to get the rights for that.
they could do that. I mean, who's? To
I mean,
say
Remedy's
they
like a
won't do it,
household
though?
name too. They're like a big company.
Like-
I wouldn't see why Warner Brother wouldn't play ball with them.
So you guys think
And
it's?
that'd be the.
Go ahead, Cut. My bad.
No, I'm saying that would be the only safe bet, even though they would have to get permission from Warner Brothers. But
Yeah.
that'd be better than trying to do a. They ain't
Yeah.
doing another Quantum Break. They ain't gonna do another Alan Wake.
Well, they would work on the Flash game together, and it would probably be a multi-plat game,
That's
not an
cool.
exclusive. So yeah.
I think it needs
That'd
to.
be cool.
I think it needs to be a new original IP. I think that it's come to the time where like Remedy needs to. I mean, if you think about it, Quantum Break, Alan Wake, and Max Payne. I'm not saying that they're the same game, but they have a lot of the same. Like, branch off from your like sole like male protagonist like action game. You know what I mean? Like, branch off to like, because Alan Wake, Max Payne, and Quantum Break, and they're not the same game by any means. That's not what I'm trying to get at. But
You can see the fingerprint.
it's the same. Yeah, exact. Thank you. That's a perfect way to put it. They touch on each other. Like, break off something that we won't expect from Remedy. You know what I mean? I think that's what they need to do. Come out with a fresh IP that nobody saw coming. That could breathe new life back into Remedy, I think. Because
Remedy's pretty good with story. I think they would do a great job if they made a first-person survival horror game.
I could get down with
I'd get
that.
on with that for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, they're really good with their stories. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna hope that it's Alan Wake, but
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
very
there's a lot of people
interested-
hoping for that.
yeah. At the end of the day, though, I still wish that it's something good, and I'm looking forward to seeing the trailer and all that.
Cool. All right, SheWulf, let's go ahead and take it back to you and talk about some other topics.
Okay, so
Okay, SheWulf.
She's like, I have to talk now.
Okay.
sneeze fit. Now my nose hurts.
Aw.
Okay.
Dying. I need freaking Dayquil. Anyways, okay, so Christmas is coming, and one of the greatest games that
That's so nasally.
will even make the Grinches of this holiday just laugh. And of course, it's Dead Rising 4. However, there is one sad disappointment. There will be no co-op campaign for this game.
What the frick?
But there will be co-op mode. What do you guys think this means for the game?
Ooh, I'm not buying it. Garbage. No, I'm kidding. I think it's not that bad. I mean, yeah, I'm a little bummed out. I would have loved to play that with my friends or with my brother, because for sure that's like one of his favorite games. But I mean, I think it won't stop people from picking up the game. I wonder what you do in that co-op mode. I mean, I'm guessing it's something like arcade mode where waves and waves of zombies coming at you guys.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So
I can
yeah,
dig
that's
that.
not that bad. That still sounds fun.
That horde mode.
So yeah, horde mode for life.
I really, 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 really wanted co-op campaign. And
Did you
Yeah.
really, though?
I did.
Yeah, not that bad.
It's fun,
I
dude.
thought
Like,
that
I
would've
like
been
co-op campaign. Like, especially in a game like that. Like, why not?
Because, I don't know, like, I don't think a lot of people, I think a lot of people say, I want co-op this, I want co-op that, but at the end of the day, they really don't play anything co-op.
But bro, like that. But I, like, for example, like we play like you, me, SheWulf, Fox. Like a lot of us like play like a lot, like on like together.
Right,
Like, and
but
you can have like a group.
all of us that you just, like, when
So
have
I
we
should
played
say
a
what,
co-op
Destiny?
campaign together?
When,
Destiny, right? I mean, if anything.
when Halo played, Destiny we played.
So, like, over a year ago.
Bro, when's the last co-op
I'm just
campaign
saying.
game that came out?
Well, me and SheWulf
Oh, wait.
played Gears, obviously, but that was 2-player.
Gears.
Yeah.
Anyways, quit shitting on my idea.
I'm just saying,
All
whatever.
right, my point is that I like. All right, it's nice having the option.
The option, right.
Can I just? I'll
I agree with you.
put you in your safe place, Snowflake. Can I just do that for you? There's. It's nice to have a campaign option. Like it's fun playing a campaign together, as long as like everybody in your party doesn't shit the bed, you know, because there's.
I don't know, man, because, like, my point of view is, like, I sometimes don't like playing co-op campaign because everybody has one of these friends that will just not shut the fuck up when, like, the cutscenes and everything are going
I
on,
agree.
and you want to get into the
So
story
you
and
have
you're
to be
engrossed.
with your select group, but there is a time where you play a co-op campaign game and it's fucking awesome playing together. But with that being said,
I would say shitty campaigns that have co-op make it better with co-op.
I think it's better to play a co-op campaign after you've played through by yourself.
Okay, fair enough.
Because
That's right, like 50 Cent Blood in the Sand, that was a great co-op game.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's zombies. You're killing zombies. Who does not want to kill zombies with their friends? And
Yo, I'm a selfish motherfucker. I want to play with myself and kill them all myself.
I'll shoot you in your leg and let you die.
Damn. I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised.
Horde mode zombies is on point though. I can get on board with that.
I'm willing to bet you 100% the reason it doesn't have the co-op campaign is because, again, they wanted to get the game out on time, and I think it's a technical issue. They make the game bigger, badder, and better because they're probably up the zombie count on the screen. They probably did, like, the textures look even better. I think it was a hardware thing. It was just came down to what do we have enough time to do and do efficiently, and the story mode was more in depth. So I think that's what happened. I think it's just a technical issue. It's same with Gears. I think Gears 4 could have had the extra, but I think it was 2 years to turn a game around and to put that in. They want it to run smooth, and sometimes
does that go back to your point, Newf, of like should they like push the game back and stuff then? Because maybe they're rushing it.
Yeah, I guess it's always an option, but I don't know. It's been marketed for a while, so
Don't do it.
Maybe they can go.
It's a Christmas theme.
What I just found
That's
out
true.
right before the show started, maybe they'll go Final Fantasy 15 route, and they'll have co-op campaign. Fucking paid DLC.
Are you serious right now? That is the worst idea ever.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Fuck you, Final Fantasy.
Fuck you, Final Fantasy. Yeah, for sure.
Stupidest thing ever.
Paid co-op campaign DLC. You can. Oh, girl.
Square Enix don't give
About to make me go off right now. Shit.
Milk that cow.
For real.
But anyways, I would like to see co-op campaign in Dead Rising. Is it going to affect how much I enjoy the game? Hell fucking no, because that game's fun as shit. It doesn't matter.
I want to see statistics. Like, Microsoft or the devs, somebody needs to come out and be like, how many people actually do co-op?
Okay, okay. But I want to see,
Because the fucking numbers are going to be like 2%.
Here's my mindset. I'm thinking,
damn.
You're running around doing your thing, right? Your fucking boy comes out of nowhere. Where's so-and-so? Oh, here he comes on a fucking tricycle lawnmower, just mowing motherfuckers out. Where did you get that? I don't know. Come show that to me. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Like, the social part of playing a co-op campaign is fun. Is it technically required? Does it make the game any technically better? No. But it's fun. And especially a game like this, where, like SheWulf said, you're killing zombies. That's a fun co-op campaign.
Come on, you get to run around with giant green punching hands.
Yeah, but
Their friend.
I've played all the other Dead Rising games, and I played by myself, and it was still fantastic. I still had a freaking great time. I don't think playing co-op would have made it any more fun, honestly.
Well, I've heard differently from people that played Dead Rising 3, and when they played a co-op, they said it was better.
GKB's just weird and likes to be a loner. Let's just...
Yeah, don't judge me. Don't judge. I won't judge you.
GKB Master Race.
So many friends said, I'd go play this. Just like you did with Gears. Gears 4 was coming out. Months before, I had all these friends going, yeah, Newf, I'll go play the game with you, man. Can't wait to roll some co-op. They did it with Dead Rising 3, and guess what? When the game friggin' come out, everybody played for like 10 minutes, and then it was like, I'm going to play something else now, so that's okay. And you're just like, what the...
Yeah.
What game are we talking about?
Just like Dead Rising 3 and Gears of War 4, like prior to the games coming out, I had all these friends saying, yeah, I'll join you in a co-op game, Newf. And then when it came time actually doing it, you think I could even round up one
So
person?
you just have crappy friends.
Cut them out of your life.
Sith Lord.
Me and Fox played Gears, and oh my god,
Lord.
I had the biggest laugh because spots that I should have died, she was dying, and I got to watch her die, and it was funny.
You were distracting me, and I fucking ate a tree. It's not my fault. You were driving all crazy.
Eat that tree.
This is the fucking story. The driving story again.
This is hilarious.
They're on it
You
again.
say I drive like a drunk woman. You're the one that hit the tree.
I'm just saying, if you would have played solo, it wouldn't have happened.
Sith,
What about the time you friggin' hit the post thing or whatever the heck that thing was?
I haven't told any about that.
Yeah, well, see, you want to like throw out
Yo.
his meat across you?
Catfight.
Is that supposed to be a cat or like
It's like a dying cat,
dying
maybe.
rat or?
you want a chicken?
Dying rat.
Yeah.
That you got all the friends that don't shut up during the cutscenes. I'm the opposite way. I'm the guy who goes around the level trying to find all the collectibles, and I got my friends who will go like they just keep on going, and all the cutscenes keep starting, and I'm like, I was still trying to find shit back there.
Yeah, that's a good point
agree
too.
With that. GKB pointed out Sith Lord Mike in the chat. He said having a good co-op campaign can be very limiting to the story. But if the story is shit, then okay. And I agree. That's a great point, though.
If the story's really good, and I'm not saying Dead Rising is going to win any Pulitzers or anything like that for its story or whatnot, but I don't know. For like other ones, I'm like, I don't want anybody around me. I don't want anybody in chat. I don't want anybody talking. I just want to get engrossed in this.
And I'm like,
shitty ones, I'm okay with it.
To that, like, I'm an explorer too. Like, I'm not a quote unquote achievement hunter by any means, but I like to explore like the work that went into creating the environments in the game that I'm in, and especially one thing I think about a lot is Halo. Like I go back to the days of, like where like the skulls and like the hidden Easter eggs and like the old Halos, and I mean even now like finding those, I would go through and try to find every single one. So like searching that, and then you have somebody else in your party. I guess the point that I'm trying to get to is, a co-op campaign is good if you guys all have the same motive in mind.
Hell yeah.
If you all go in with the same idea, like, all right, we're going to go in and search for these, then that adds to it. Because then you have multiple people doing the same thing that you want to do. So everyone's on the same page. But if everyone's not on the same page, then I can completely agree that completely takes away from the experience, because you're getting people pulled ahead of you, and now your whole party's split up, and they might have run past a group of people, and now you're aggroing everything, and you're fucked up.
Like I like playing with friends, because like when I'm playing a game, it's the talking to the friends and watching the communication, the socialization with the friends while I'm playing that actually keeps me interested in playing the game to begin with. Half the time, if I'm playing a campaign by myself, I just don't finish it because I get bored.
Yo, shout out to the 80 plus people watching us right now. Hit that damn like button. Come on, let's get that likes up. Let's do this.
Thanks for hanging out.
There's a button to a turn blue.
There's a multiplayer. I was just going off what SheWulf said real quick. I look more forward to playing with people on the multiplayer side of a game than the campaign. I will do that. But I'm not gonna. I still fully support the idea that I think that campaign can be fun, but everybody has to have the same mindset.
It should just have the option, I guess, is like.
Okay.
Yeah, because you both have great points. I mean, I don't know, GKB got traumatized or something, because he's like, I want to be by myself. Forget you guys, but I think it's great.
I want to be in my safe space.
You both have great points. I think
multiplayer with a rapist.
I have a safety pin for you, JKB. Put it right there.
I want it, bro. Right now.
I still think that playing co-op is awesome. It's a great experience, especially when you hear your friends' reactions to what's going on. I think SheWulf was laughing at me a couple times when I was freaking out about the Gear storyline.
Oh my god, yes, because I knew what was going on and she didn't.
And I was like,
I couldn't listen. Oh my god, I don't want to say it in case someone hasn't played it, but oh my
you gotta
god,
play it.
Hilarious.
What other topics we got, SheWulf?
Hold on.
She's like, oh crap.
She wasn't ready.
I wanted to keep talking.
Pull it up. No.
She was all into it.
No, not really. I had to pull the thing back up. All right, so sadly, another game. Wait.
Let's see, GKB Rage.
Yep, it's a game. Yep.
What is this? Adariff?
It's Adrift.
Am I saying that right?
Adarift.
Oh, Adarift. She's thinking about them medicines.
Oh my
Got that
god,
Adderall going.
I'm looking at it.
You all drug addict.
It's like blurry. I'm like, what the heck did I write? Okay, so
shit, it's blurry, you guys. Somebody better go over there and catch her. She
on that lane.
Actually, I'm sitting on the floor so I don't fall over.
Dirty Sprite.
Anyways, okay,
so
Adrift was canceled for the Xbox One.
What the?
Space Adventure no longer planned for Microsoft consoles. I didn't even know about this game, so I'm not hurt by it.
Oh my god, this game is freaking awesome looking. Like I was come on, bro.
I already told you, bro. I already told you that.
I guess it don't matter, because guess what? It ain't coming to Xbox.
Hold on.
Yeah, and I think that's a bunch of shit, though, because, look,
Exactly.
Every freaking kid, at least a boy anyway, was like growing up and was like, "Yo, I want to be a fucking astronaut when I grow up." Right?
That's why I bought No Man's Sky.
What the fuck?
I know, right? That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
said that shit. What are you
exactly.
talking about, baby? He said
well,
boys.
I'm just saying boys. I don't know.
Does somebody
Like,
want to fill in exactly what this game like?
Yeah, like you're on a space station.
You're
It's
essentially
like
you're essentially on a destroyed space station.
right, and you're trying to survive and get through that thing. And the graphics and everything, and the gameplay look fantastic.
It's like if you mixed Portal,
And Dead Space.
No, not Dead Space. What's the game I'm thinking
without
of?
the monsters or
I'm
whatever.
thinking of fucking damn it.
Forget you.
Fail.
Yeah, that's a huge fail. That's the game we did on a discussion a while back.
Turing Test.
Space? No, not Turing Test.
damn
The
it.
space survival game. Fuck, what's it called?
Souls Project.
Yeah, Souls
Yeah,
Project is what it
Boom.
feels like
I
to me.
hated
Something
that
like
game.
that.
Souls Project is good. It's tough.
hated that game.
I'm not a big.
I couldn't even make it out of the cave. I kept dying.
So you're saying you're not a big survival guy then?
Yeah, and so take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm just not. GKP has told me this several times how stupid I am for not liking this game.
Damn. Well, clearly you had no reason.
But
to
isn't
do
it
that
like-
because it's not coming out?
It's like everybody's like kid dream of like being an astronaut, and it's scary and terrifying as hell because that shit could literally happen. And you know, like that movie Gravity and shit, where she's like stuck in space.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's cool.
No,
I think it sucks that it's not coming to the
It's cool.
Xbox.
It's like
Where's Chicken at? I know he'd agree with me.
Well, I agree with you a long time ago.
talking about King Preview.
I was gonna say Fox agreed with you, and you're not giving her any credit.
Nah.
I'm sorry, Fox. Fox agrees with me. At least somebody on the panel.
I'm a female. And
Oh,
I'm
don't
a
even.
little
She
boy
just
thinking
pulled
about
that
going
card.
to
She
space.
just threw that card out.
Astronaut. You can't make sandwiches. You can't make sandwiches in space.
Yeah, I could. It's called a shit sandwich.
Oh,
Just for
damn.
you, bruh.
Hey, bruh.
SheWulf is yawning. Wow. We need to move on.
Newf and Cup, what do you guys think about this game?
Yeah, welcome to crickets. Welcome to the crickets.
I was gonna say I'm about to have the crickets. Anybody gonna?
I think the game.
I mean, I don't care for it.
I'll go back to it. I think the game looks awesome, very exciting, and like I guess heart-wrenching because you don't know what's going on and you're trying to survive. So everything I've seen from it, I like.
See,
It
Fox
does
is on
suck that
point
it's
right
not.
now.
Yeah, you better praise me now.
I really hope that I don't like this game when it comes out.
It's
It
going
sucks.
To.
Well, it sucks because it's not coming out on Xbox. But
Well,
if it's
I mean-
coming out on other platforms, I'll keep an
Yeah,
eye
it's-
out for
it's
it.
coming
I
out on other
mean, I do
platforms.
have a PlayStation just sitting there catching dust. I'm just saying.
What? You have a PlayStation? You're on the console corner? Oh!
How dare you? It's just there, you know. Hell yeah, might as well.
It's complete sarcasm, by the
It's
way.
pretty cool. I think the game. I've seen enough video of it that it looks really cool and it's kind of interesting. Like GKB said, it kind of brings back some of those childhood dreams and things of being an astronaut. It has potential. I mean, it sucks that it's not coming out for Xbox, but at the end of the day, maybe it's just a subpar game anyway. So I don't really have enough opinion on it, but all I can say is it looks cool and it's too bad.
Mhm.
Do we know why, by chance, that it's not coming to Xbox?
No, they really didn't specify in like their whole explanation. They're just like, actually, it was like people just found out that it's not showing up on the Xbox store, and they got rid of all their Xbox marketing stuff and everything.
So is this,
So
This seemed like a
they
game
asked them
that
questions.
would be for VR, though.
I mean, I could see that, but I think it even probably has a VR port for it. But I don't know. I think it still sucks though that this is a really cool game. I think it's got a good premise. I get the whole thing, like people don't like survival games and all that kind of stuff. I think this one might be the one that could push people to like it, due to the fact of where it is and what's going on. People might be able to relate to this.
Hey, you think it could be just delayed?
No, they said they're just not making it.
They said it was canceled.
Yeah, they said it was canceled for the Xbox One.
Completely canceled?
Yeah,
Oh, that sucks.
which is kind of a
Yeah,
bummer.
What a dick.
Alrighty, guys, this is starting to turn into just a very blah-sounding conversation. So we're now going to jump into this second segment of tonight, and that is the indie discussion.
Take it away, Brutal.
All right. So there was chatter about a game called Vermintide, War Machine, from the War Machine series.
Warhammer.
Thank you, Warhammer. That's what I'm going to say. Warhammer.
I was like War Machine too.
End Times. It's called Vermintide. It's first person. It kind of plays off. It kind of plays off the original like Warhammer series, not Warhammer. What's the space part called?
40,000.
40,000, whatever. Anyways, it's a first-person action game. It's kind of like a. It's not, there's not like a set campaign. There's instances you run, so there's not like an actual story mode to the game, but it's a first-person.
Yeah, it's not like a traditional campaign.
Yeah, I mean, there's a campaign, but it's not like in the traditional sense where you start and play through till you finish.
This goes back to that whole co-op.
Almost.
There's a game that's right up your alley, bro. It's all co-op.
Yeah, it's all co-op. You can play with just NPCs. You can host a game. You can play a game and not host it. You can just play straight up through by yourself. You're essentially,
I thought the graphics were nice.
You control 5 characters.
Yeah.
Or you have the choice of 5 different characters. You're fighting against what's called the Vermintide. It's essentially like a horde of like
rats.
These like man rats, which personally to me seems kind of shitty.
Cheesy. Yeah.
No pun intended, right? Rats. That's what we did there, guy. But it was cool. Graphically, it looked really good. It looked better than I was expecting for the price.
Yeah, I thought the graphics were actually pretty good.
How much did this game cost? Someone wanted to get it.
What is it? $30 originally? I don't know how much it is right now. Is it worth that money? Let's address that first. Yes, I think so. There's a lot of playability to it. There's a lot of replay factor to it. And coming from me, like I just got done saying I don't replay games, but the one caveat to that is if there's multiple classes of a character to play, I want to get the full experience from across the board. Stack on top of that again, there's not a lot of diversity across the characters aside from the wizard. So you have essentially a knight. I don't remember the specific name that you get. Yeah, you have a dwarf, you have a witch hunter, you have a wizard, and then you have like a rogue type character. I can't remember what the exact name for it is though. They all have their own unique identifying tweak to the name, but you get the general idea. Those are the classes that you get. My concern is that playing across the different game character types, you don't get a true sense that you're playing something different from the other. The only one that really stands out
just like
to
a
me,
new skin.
Yeah. The weapons are a little different. I mean, the dwarf has a hammer versus the witch hunter has like a what are they called? Rainier, like those long thin swords, like a rapier. Yeah. So there's small differences like that, but as far as mechanics wise goes, they feel pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Each person has a ranged weapon and 2 melee weapons, and then the option for a 2-handed.
So
melee.
the 5 characters you have is the Empire Soldier, the Way Watcher, the Dwarf Ranger, the Bright Wizard, and the Witch Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Or your 5 characters.
Yeah, and aside from the wizard, because they have magic they can use, the rest of them feel pretty similar. It kind of gave me, I don't know about you guys because I know a couple of people played it. It kind of gave me almost like a dumbed down EverQuest feel. Not EverQuest.
Even EverQuest.
Neverwinter.
Yeah. Or what's it? The Skyrim Online.
Yeah,
like
kind of.
too.
It felt a little lackluster to me. Graphically, it looked good. I think the character models were a little cliche, not cliche, but kind of, for lack of a better word, cheesy. I wasn't sold on human rat things. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The combat didn't feel satisfying to me. I don't know about you guys.
It's very just like hacky slashy, shoot. Very
you have
generic.
Like a charged up melee attack. There's no
when it hit, I played the dwarf mostly. Like when he used his axe or his hammer or whatever, and just hit the thing, it didn't have a satisfaction. It didn't even have really a feel. It was like I was just hitting air.
Yeah, but I feel like Warhammer always hits in that mid range. I haven't played a Warhammer game that just is a home run to me. You know, it always feels like they're. But I feel like that's also like who they appeal to. Like it's a perfect game for Steam. I feel like, because I mean we play I played Space Marines. What's the new Warhammer game coming out? Where it's
the Deathwing.
Yeah, Deathwing. That's what I'm thinking of.
That one looks dope.
That looks really cool.
I think they're gonna kill it with that. But
I hope they do, because Space Marines was lackluster to me. Warhammer, the original game, wasn't that great to me, and I don't know if it's just me. I don't know a lot of people that have played it, so I don't have a lot of people to bounce ideas off of though. Like I know that a couple of us have played it, but I think like the game just didn't feel rewarding to me. You know, like
I didn't either. It's really like you just run around. There's really like nothing pointing you in the right direction. Like I literally got in and I was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. And it didn't feel difficult to me. And like we always talk about like how we liked playing harder games, especially on IGKB, but I don't get the feeling that it was difficult whatsoever. Like I played in the hardest mode that I had available to me at the time, because you have to unlock. There's another mode you can unlock, but I don't have it unlocked yet. But unless it's drastically different, this game is like easy mode, like even on hard mode.
I honestly would wait for a sale.
Yeah, I would too.
In my perspective,
I mean, to me, the game's worth, I don't know, 15?
Yeah, $15-$20. I wouldn't go any more than more.
The only thing that's saving it for me is like the graphical quality.
Yeah, the graphics.
It looks actually a lot better than I thought it would.
I thought it was going to look way worse than that. Man.
Movement's a little janky in my opinion, but it's not. I wouldn't go out and buy it at $30 right now. You could go out and buy it at the $20 mark, and you'd probably be satisfied with it. If you're into like the more fantasy style stuff, it's pretty cool. It's not as imaginative as I thought it would, and I absolutely could not stand the voice acting in it. That's the one thing that really caught me. The voice acting wasn't very good for me. I know a couple other people played. What did SheWulf, you played? I know that. Did anybody else play it, or have anybody else played it?
I started playing it. I'm gonna actually be doing a review on it this week, or possibly next week because of Thanksgiving. But
yeah.
It seems interesting. I do agree with you that it's definitely lacklusting when it comes to this, the voices and stuff like that, and the voice acting. I think it could have been a little more thought towards, especially with it being an indie at the price range that it was. You would assume that, that would have been a big part of what they would have focused on, was the story and how they had these characters sound. But hey, there's also that strike going on with voice actors, so maybe they couldn't get the people they wanted.
All right, if you want to give them that, I'll take it.
The Ninja Turtles to start coming out and kicking ass.
Yeah, they're I don't know, man. I don't know if it's like I have this predisposed idea about like Warhammer in general, but it felt like every other Warhammer first person, like the first person editions that they have out, felt like every other one I played, just with a fantasy medieval skin on it, versus having massive weapons and massive armor. You play more like, it felt like a Three Musketeers or something. I don't know. It was just it just didn't come off like good for me. I don't know.
Cool. All right, SheWulf, what we got?
Really all I got to say about that.
Take the wait and see approach on it.
I was going to say, did you say whether you would recommend buying it, waiting for a sale?
We said wait for a sale.
Or...
Yeah, I'd say $20. Wait for it. If you can get it around on a sale, $20 why not? If you have the extra money to spend. Don't go out of your way to pick it up though. That's
okay. All right, so moving on to the next topic. So we've actually talked about this a couple times on a previous show. And now we actually have a bit more, I guess, light brought to this game. And that's, of course, Assassin's Creed is coming out in 2017. So they're saying, because we know how well delays go with this generation. So they're saying that there's a 2017 game coming out. And first details have been revealed. Open world storytelling changes expected. So what does everyone think about what they're, what you've seen and what they're planning on doing with this?
I mean, it's interesting to like that statement like all around is like open world like story changes, because I think a lot of the stuff that I didn't like and I thought was monotonous in Assassin's Creed games was like a lot of the mundane like side missions and stuff was like go kill this guy or go grab this message from this person, and stuff like that, and it's just really dragged on and it just got really monotonous after a while. I was more engaged with the story missions and whatever I had to do to continue on with those missions. So it's interesting, are they going to make, like, does this mean like it's going to be more open world storytelling, or does this mean like the side missions are going to have more impact on the storytelling? I think it raised more questions than it really did answers to me. But I do like the premise. If it does go into Egypt and all that kind of stuff, I think that's a fantastic place to have an Assassin's Creed game. So,
what do you think about being constrained to like? I'm going back off like the more recent.
I thought their previous like Assassin's Creeds were kind of open world though.
Talk louder.
Oh, could I not? Oh, anyways, my point was like the most recent ones feel like they're less open world. It feels like you're more constrained to that city environment. Rather, like look at like Black Flag for example. Black Flag, you were everywhere. You were on your ships, different islands you were going to. Just pulling out a memory, like look at Unity. You're confined to that same city scape for the game, you know. So there's a. I think that if they can take some ambitious thing that they've done in recent Assassin's Creed and bring back a more open world approach. Now I don't know what the hell does like open world storytelling even mean?
That's what I like. I don't know, man. Like,
I feel like that's almost like a dodgy, like generic term.
Well, is it going to be more like a Recore style game or more of like a?
I'm hoping
Witcher
it's more
3 style game.
Yeah, I'm hoping more of it's like the Witcher 3 or like a BioWare game where like, your choices actually matter in the stuff that you do on the side to move the story along. Maybe it would like impact the story later on, especially in that kind of time too with like Egypt and the way the culture and everything was back then.
I feel like they're treading on dangerous ground though. You know what I mean? Like they're putting out all this hype that they're revamping. We're taking so long because we're revamping.
Yeah, if it doesn't knock it out of the park, bro.
We're reimagining Assassin's Creed.
They just better give me the goddamn Egypt one, or I'm going to be pissed.
I mean, I personally, I know you're all about Egypt, but personally, I don't. If it's not Egypt, as long as they come up with something that's
interesting.
I mean, they need to live. There's a problem. Like if you're coming out and saying all this, like you need to live up to the hype and be able to support it. Unity. There was all this hype about all the new shit that Unity had in it, and it died bomb stuff. Yeah, it was terrible.
It broken. Couldn't get into matches.
So like, take your time. Hats off to you.
Fall off as you're walking, which is kind of awkward.
Yeah, you'd fall through the ground, or you'd go up to assassinate somebody, and then like next thing you know, you're dead. Like,
do you think another year though is enough time for them to make drastic changes to?
No,
I don't think so either.
I was gonna say like
they need to fix the basics.
I feel like they're selling us on this idea that they're like it's going to be a completely new game.
You're right, and we're going to play it. Like,
and I'm sorry, guys.
It's like the same thing.
No amount of work you can do in 1 year is going to completely revamp an entire image of a game, or not even the game, but the entire franchise as we know it. Because I mean, that's the kind of message that I'm getting from them. That this is going to be like you're going to look at this Assassin's Creed and be like, what are the old Assassin's Creeds? Like I don't
care about anything before that.
You know what I'm saying? So. If it doesn't do that,
the one advantage devs do have at this point, though, is the fact that they generally have a pretty solid engine. They just got to tweak it, so it makes turnaround time on a game a lot faster once you kind of have the basics down. But I agree, 1 year is too short, and I don't know, man. I really want an Assassin's Creed to come back and have the same impact that the first couple of games did. Like I said, Brutal number 4 was kind of cool because it did offer a lot more variety, but outside of that, the series is stagnating, man.
Technically, didn't they get 2 years because they took a year off to work on this game?
Yeah.
I guess essentially.
I mean, the time period's not like my main focus. The point I'm trying to make is just
the gameplay, the polish,
pitching it like that, like
it can't be broken. Like it needs to like work day one.
Because regardless of how many times we say it here, the majority of people don't keep their expectations in check. So you're gonna if you're gonna be pitching on
And
this,
Ubisoft is a
deliver on that
developer. You need to keep your expectations in check with that developer.
Yeah, they've kind of let down on a lot.
You ain't
The
never
only
lied
thing
about that.
Truthfully, I think the only game they've actually released that I enjoyed where there wasn't any actual issues, though I don't remember a release date, so I guess it could be possible, but I'd have to say is like the South Park game when they released
I dig
the
that.
first South Park game.
Crispy Lettuce, that's awesome, bro. They should remake Assassin's Creed, but instead of assassins, you're a dinosaur.
Yeah, and those like inflatable T-Rex costumes that you see all over the internet now, it's just like obnoxious as fuck, just like really, just like
Wow.
no stealth at all. You're just smashing people.
Just running through buildings.
Alrighty, guys, let's jump into because we still got a couple things to get into. So let's quickly jump into. I'm just gonna keep this short. Games of the Games of Gold. That's what it's called.
Games of Gold.
People have been pretty disappointed lately with what's come for the last couple months, but this month doesn't seem to be all that disappointing. Like one game in particular, Outlast. I recommend everyone get.
Actually, Sleeping Dogs, like Burnout Paradise, like the other one I haven't played, but all the 3 other games is like solid games, like really good games. Like Sleeping Dogs is a fantastic game for sure.
Played Sleeping Dogs actually.
You definitely got to play it, bro. It's good.
Outlast though.
Outlast, fantastic.
That's worth it right there, bro. $5. Whatever you're paying, $5 if you pay the premium. Let's not bring in the discounts of Xbox Live anymore. $5 for Outlast, yeah, all day. That's
absolutely
completely worth
it. It's a great game.
Y'all played the demo for 2?
Oh yeah,
hell yeah,
absolutely.
Oh my god.
Bro, you know how many pairs of Depends I went through playing that game?
Brutal, you need to.
I had
Brutal, you
nightmares.
need to like lean closer and actually talk into the
I told
mic.
that
And
already.
Oh, sorry, I'm not used to that. You know. Anyways,
Hey, I got something that happened to me when I was playing the Outlast 2 demo. I was listening to SheWulf. She was saying something about a crow. So I'm playing the thing. The crow it got me, but I was kind of like, okay, that was pretty cool. And then I'm not gonna give no spoiler for anybody ain't played the demo, but I'm just
That
gonna say
ending,
there was
bro.
a part at a door.
Oh, at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have my Elite controller. Luckily, I didn't, because me and my girl we was playing it, and all of a sudden that part happened. I jumped in the air. The controller went flying.
Nice.
I'm talking about
you know,
hard racing.
you know what's so funny about that? When I mentioned the thing about the crow, I had so many people DM me telling me that they like ended up going through the game looking for the damn crow or waiting for this crow to pop out at them because I said that, and I was like, wow, that's kind of funny.
that is funny.
Yeah.
That crow did scare the shit out of me though. The creepiest part to me was the guy hiding in the woods. Like when he just looked back and he was just like staring at you.
Yeah, and you
just,
see
like,
the eyes.
Yeah, he just walks back behind the shed
Yeah,
afterwards
he's
and
like,
fuck you.
"Oh,
What are you
creepy guy."
doing, guy? Get out of here.
Okay, guys, but this is not about Outlast 2.
Well, you
Yes,
started it.
amazing demo, but Outlast 1 is coming to Games with Gold on the 15th, and we have some other great games that are releasing the 1st of December through the whole month. What's everyone's thoughts on these new games? Well, not new games, but these games releasing with Games with Gold for December. And another quick question. What is everyone's thoughts about the fact that last year they released, 5 games, but this year they are only releasing 4?
That's not a big deal.
Quality was enough said.
Yeah, like I'm fine with it.
I'll take one quality game. Like you could have just given Outlast as a Games with Gold, and that'd been. Granted, a lot of people have played it, but like giving quality AAA titles for free, like why not? Like, and you're getting. I mean, I haven't played Sleeping Dogs, but I have played Burnout and I have played Outlast, and those are both 2 really good games.
Yeah.
Well worth the money that you've put into
Games with,
to Xbox Live.
Xbox Live, yeah.
membership.
What was the other 360 game? I forgot.
Outlander.
Outlander, or Outland, something like that.
Oh yeah.
I haven't.
Citizen's
played
calling
that.
us out. He's like, that Outland is no joke, Brew and GKB. I expect us to play it on hard.
All right, Dan.
Challenge accepted.
Wait, what is
Challenge.
That Outland game.
Was that Citizen?
Yeah, Citizen. Yeah.
Citizen.
I'm excited
Challenge
about
was
Sleeping
clear.
Dogs. I owned it on the 360 and I never finished it, so I'm excited to actually go back and play the definitive version now. So it's a pretty good buy, and I've never had a chance to actually play The one you're just mentioning there, the horror game.
Outlast.
Make sure you wear pamper.
Yes. Slipping my head here. Yeah, so I never had a chance to play that one, but it looks really cool.
Oh, it's awesome.
It is, man. It's really good. It's probably, I would probably say it's my favorite horror game. So
I was talking on
It's in the top 5 for horror games.
Damn.
I was talking on Twitter and like talking about like the games with gold for this month, and people are. I don't know if you guys think this, but people on Twitter were saying that this is probably the best month of the year. I don't know if it's the best month for the year, but I think it's definitely up there.
It's damn close.
It's one of the high ones.
What other games have come up?
Sunset Overdrive was the best.
Yeah, that was April.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That's
I think this would be the second best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
We also got Saints Row and like the Wolf Among
Yeah.
Us, all that on April. So that was a good month. I think this one is second best. Obviously, I don't have the 2 scary games. So.
Oh my god,
I
do you
was-
have any excuse
Get
you
it.
can't play it
Yeah,
now?
I have a feeling Newf is gonna tell me to play it and stream.
We gotta
it,
stream
so-
that sucker.
Damn.
Fox, stream that with face cam.
I remember when I turned
You'll
on
go
and I
viral.
was like, I saw that coming. I knew as soon as I said that.
Yep.
There,
For life.
I said, if I was to buy you the game, you had to stream. Guess what? It's free. So don't worry.
Yeah. I gotta play it, and all the poop emojis are gonna be rolling. And
Fox is over there like, yeah, like this games with gold is like the worst month ever. I hate it.
I'm actually looking forward to
Stupid
it.
game.
But yeah, I don't like scary games really, but I do love Burnout. That's amazing, and I already have Sleeping Dogs both on the 360 and Xbox One, so why not have it digitally as well?
Absolutely.
Just
Yeah.
curious, has anybody even heard yet what the PlayStation ones will be for December?
Now they usually come out like a couple days after the games with gold are
Yeah.
announced.
Because last month's selection for PlayStation, I think, was absolute crap. You got to that, what was it, that walking game?
The Rapture game.
Yeah, Gone to Rapture and stuff.
Rapture and something else. I don't know.
There's
Like,
another
That
one.
month they did when they did what was the Transformer game
Yeah,
and stuff?
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
a good
they
month
did
they had.
Transformers
What did they-
and Resident
what did they
Evil.
put to, like, what is
Yeah.
it called?
Yeah,
Let's Go to
yeah.
Rapture, or
Everyone's Gone to Rapture.
Everyone's Gone to Rapture. They put a game with that though that I remember thinking was
I don't know what it was, man.
the Resident
I don't
Evil 4.
that was the month before.
Yeah, it was Resident Evil and the Transformers.
Resident
a little
Evil
month
and
before.
Transformers.
Yeah,
I
they
got
put
that
they
one.
put something with Everyone's Gone to Rapture that was that
They
seemed,
looked interesting.
there was I just have a feeling I remember seeing it and thinking, oh, that's a good one.
I was gonna say some indie, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's Brutal talking.
Them indies though. Alright, SheWulf.
Alrighty, so we're gonna jump into our third segment of
What up,
tonight.
Fred?
and-
Sorry,
What?
I was just saying. Hey to
Friends in
Predator.
the chat. What?
Oh,
Predator,
we're gonna
what's up,
jump
bro?
into the third segment of tonight, and of course that is Foxy Deal.
Ooh.
That
Take
sounded
it away,
very
Fox.
exciting.
Don't sound
We
too
will
excited.
we will
And
have
that
an intro
was
for that
Foxy.
shortly. So
Oh yeah, somebody told me about some kind of intro. I was like, wah, wah,
I
wah.
want Bob Barker
well,
with Price is
I messaged
Right
someone and
quotes.
they never DM me back. So.
It's all good. No worries,
gotta
people.
figure out
I'm still
another
here. Or no fucking intro.
That's how it rolls.
All right, so obviously we love to see some games. I like to start that off by letting you guys know
That Black Friday though.
that these deals right now are just for the ones that are on the console right now. I will get to the Black Friday after that, but right now with Games with Gold on Xbox, which just came out today, there's some games on there half off, and there are some good deals. Which the ones that stood out to me are Elite Dangerous, Dead Island, and they have some indie collections, which I'm pretty sure Brutal has these already. But they have Volume 1 and Volume 2. Those are on sale. And
What,
they have a couple indie games inside there, like 3 or 4, I think.
What
Oh,
is
it's the volume ones. That's cool.
what is Elite Dangerous going for right now? Because I want to play that game.
I
Big
can't
game.
remember
You know?
right now.
Hold
I
on, what are you
can't.
talking about?
Elite Dangerous. It's on
Well, SheWulf will
sale
look
with
that
Games
up.
with Gold.
Oh,
Oh, no worries.
Yeah. My bad.
Hold on.
Like Chicken looks like he just absolutely loves that game.
Yeah, he
And
plays
I,
it a lot, man.
He
he's
plays
sold me
everything
on it.
preview.
all right. Elite Danger is 33% off, so that makes it for gold members. It is $20.09.
Oh, I might cop
That's,
that.
that's awesome.
Cool.
I might get
All right.
that.
And obviously, Xbox has a Black Friday sale right now. you can start buying games right now because if you're gold, they have about 160 like AAA games and add-ons for you to pick from. You could save up to 57% off, and you could go gold for just $1. So you should check that out. The offer ends on November 28th, I believe. What else? On the PlayStation side, they have some discounts over there as well. They have Street Fighter on sale. Street Fighter 5, obviously, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. They have Star Wars, and they have Batman, the Telltale games that's on sale on the PlayStation side. They also have Black Friday available right now for about 80 AAA games and add-ons. You can save up to 70% off. And holy shit, are you okay? And if you're a PlayStation Plus member, you can save up to 80%, which I think that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And the offer ends on the 29th at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why they said that, but okay.
Interesting.
Right now at GameStop, they have when you trade in, you can trade in for 50% extra credit. And if you trade in select games, you could get Call of Duty for $1. But the new Call of Duty, not the remaster. And if you want it with the remaster, I believe that's 21. And that's today and tomorrow only.
Get
but
that
you
game.
have to, yeah, it's a good deal, but you have to pick from those select games for you to trade in to put towards that Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Can I just quickly throw something out when you were talking about the games with gold?
Yes.
One of the ones on sale, like this isn't okay. Lords of the Fallen is one of the games for games with gold, and
yeah.
this is an amazing
No
game.
way.
And it's on sale for $14 right
Yo,
now.
get that game.
Yeah,
well, they
that's...
did give it to us. Some of us have it because they gave it to us with games with gold.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Like,
they did give that
they
away.
gave it to us for free before.
I thought
Yeah,
you were
but
saying
anyone who
that was
doesn't, I
part of
just
this
yes,
one,
like,
so I was
for
like,
$14, originally $44. That's a pretty good price tag.
yeah, Lords of the Fallen's actually really fun too, and that first boss is
Yeah.
a bitch.
It's like a Dark Souls light
and it's
game.
the complete edition, so you're getting like literally
All them
every
DLCs.
like, yeah, you're getting like
Yeah.
all the little nooks and crannies and.
So if you like those type of games
All
like
about
Dark
them nuts.
Souls,
Same here.
definitely
Hey,
check
I'm-
that
I
out.
know.
I'm gonna cut y'all, but I got a question. What it is, The Witcher 3, they have that for $25, the complete edition, and I have one of my cousins. They was interested in it, but they don't know if you get all the DLC or you still have to purchase the DLC separately. Anybody know about that?
The Wild Hunt, doesn't that come with everything?
Wild Hunt come with Blood and Wine?
Yeah, because
Hold on, I'll
yeah.
let you know.
Because I know a lot of people probably be interested.
What was the
but,
last
you know,
DLC that came out for The Witcher? Because then I
Blood
guess
and Wine.
then that...
Blood and Wine.
Yeah, blood.
Okay,
and
so
wine.
it comes with everything except for that. Then I'm guessing.
Blood and Wine's another whole game on its own, so
Absolutely. It's great too. Them vampires though.
all them vampires ain't that ass.
They does.
Yeah. don't get suspended for a week.
What other deals we got, Foxy?
Also at GameStop right now, a safe $50 off Xbox One 1TB console bundles. And that's today. Obviously, GameStop will also have their own Black Friday sale starting on the 25th and the 26th. So you could get some more Xbox bundles over there as well. Different bundles, obviously. They have PlayStation. They're new and used. So besides that, though, the other thing that stood out to me about GameStop would be that they have a 3 for 20 used games. So that's pretty good. On Amazon right now, they already started their Black Friday sales. And one of the things that stood out to me was that Asus 28 4K Ultra HD monitor they have for $342, which I think that's pretty cool because it's 4K and it has UHD on it. It was $450 before though. Obviously in Amazon they have other deals, especially all the way through the week and until Cyber Monday. They're gonna have different monitors, headsets, games, PC, all that stuff, all the tech. Obviously, also eBay's gonna have their own Black Friday stuff. I think it started already, and you can get games and different tech stuff for like 70% off and free shipping.
Damn.
In Toys R Us, they're having early access right now, but you have to use like a checkout code. It's just all you have to do is type in Black Friday, and you can get all that stuff online. If you go to the store though, you do have to use a card, which I think it's free to register for Toys R Us card. In Best Buy, they have a deal right now. I think it's today only, where you could get Titanfall 2 for $30. If you use the coupon code Titanfall deal.
Super
So,
cheap.
yeah, and that's like the third time we've seen Titanfall on sale as well.
That's insanity. That just speaks to how poorly that launch went.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Also, another thing I want to point out is that if you do shop like at Best Buy or anything like that, which I'm about to mention, they do price match sometimes. Well, I think most of the time that I've done it, they always price match. So yeah, if that's the closest one to you, you could look up the price somewhere else cheaper and you can get it on there. But yeah, in Best Buy, they have buy selected games for like $30. And you could get a 3-month Xbox Live for just $5 extra after you buy those certain games that they have offers for. They also have buy 2 get 1 free on used games though. That one's for used games. Obviously, they have amazing deals for TVs, headsets, and hard drives if you guys are looking forward to those. Over at Origin.com for the PC gamers, they have 75% off EA and Ubisoft games in Origins. What else? GameFly is having a Black Friday deal right now, all the way through Cyber Monday. And all their games are going to be like 50% off and stuff like that. So if you don't mind just picking up a used game, GameFly usually, obviously, you can rent from there and all that.
Cool.
In Walmart, they also do price match as well, and they're having a Black Friday deal. I think it's only on the 24th and 25th. I'm not 100% sure on that, but they're gonna have Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1 for $27 on Black Friday. Obviously,
cheap.
they also have some great console bundle deals. They have a Xbox Live exclusive 6-month card on there. And it comes with a free digital game, and that's only $25. So that's at Walmart.
To answer, okay, so Cup, you were saying that your friend was getting which one? The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt Complete Edition?
Right.
According to this in the description, and it says in huge freaking letters, includes all expansions and all additional content in huge letters.
Nice.
Beautiful deal.
Heck yeah, pick that up.
And that's $25 for gold
Everything.
members.
You can play Witcher 3 for the rest of the year and all next year, and you'll still be okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
And
insanity.
yeah, and that's for the Black Friday deal on Xbox. And you guys have until the 28th to pick that up.
$25. That's like a
deal,
steal
man.
of the century.
Yeah,
right there.
absolutely.
There's a lot of freaking great deals. Holy crap.
Cool.
And in Target, I found a Black Friday deal, 50-inch, my bad, 4K Ultra HD TV for $250. But that's on Black Friday. You gotta go over there and pick that up. Yeah.
Fight that one.
Yeah.
They do have early access though.
You're gonna be fighting for it.
They do have early access for certain things right now, all the way to the 24th. So you guys can pick up some stuff on there. A lot of TV sales. I've seen a lot on Target. I think almost all their TVs are on sale. They have great games, obviously, consoles, headsets, all that good stuff.
Cool.
They also have the new Nintendo 3DS. It's only $100, the latest one. But I noticed that in a lot of places it's $100. So yeah, if you're interested in the 3DS, the newest one, it's $100, almost everywhere, I think. Also, they have in Elgato.com, which obviously I'll post a link to this specifically. They have dates and places where their Elgatos are gonna be on sale. And shout out to Laura, she actually sent me that link. Yeah, and the last one I have is for Kohl's, which is actually having amazing deals. But the downside is that you know how you buy it full price and then they send you money back later? I forgot what that's called.
A rebate.
Yeah, they have that on most of everything that's on sale. It's really good prices, like on TVs, on consoles and stuff, and Kohl's. But you have to get the money later for that. But other than that, all those Black Friday deals that I found and all that. Don't forget Cyber Monday, which means a lot of websites are gonna have deals as well. So don't forget to follow me on Twitter, guys. I'm gonna be posting links to all this stuff as well as putting it in the description. And yeah, and whenever I see new things, I'll just keep posting it there. If you guys find anything, let me know, and I'll share it as well. But yeah, thanks. There you go.
Awesome.
I think I found a deal GKB might end up buying. The Batman Telltale series season pass for episodes 2 to 5 is only $13.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
Nice. Is that on Xbox or somewhere else?
Yeah, no, it's
that's
on
Xbox.
Xbox Live right now.
Xbox has
And
amazing deals.
Episode 1 is only 75 cents.
Oh, get it.
Well, actually, I think episode 1 was free a couple days ago, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying what it is right now.
Okay, right now, well, yeah. Sorry, guys, you missed it. I picked that shit up for free.
Cool. What we got
I
next?
did
Shewulf?
share it though. You can't be mad at me. I shared it on Twitter. What's up?
Yeah. No, I just saw it. It says it's 75 cents.
But yeah, back to you, SheWulf.
Awesome. Man, there's like so many crazy deals. Like there's like Rare Replay is 67.
So what we got next,
off,
SheWulf?
What?
She still want to talk about Black Friday. Listen, man.
There's deals.
Okay, there's so many more deals than I mentioned. Yes.
Tons. Oh my god, I could read them all off there.
I gotta pee.
Okay, well then we're
the
gonna
whole
jump to
section.
a couple quick questions and then we'll get out of here. So does anyone have any questions before we end the show?
So while we're waiting for somebody to throw us some questions, don't forget everybody, we're doing the Toys for Tots, or if you're in the UK, donate to wherever you can. Let's help out some children.
Main priority.
We're going to throw you up on the board, give you a bunch of shout outs, we're going to give you some prizes and all that kind of
Amazing
stuff.
cause.
Yeah, so please help us out. We want to get like 500 toys donated at least. That would be awesome. Also, don't forget to hit that survey and vote for your nominations for the games, for the Game Awards and stuff that we're going to be doing. We need your help with that as well.
All the links in the bottom.
So yeah, let's get them questions.
Two says, question, are the most game franchises these days becoming too long in the tooth? We need more new franchises and concepts to move gaming forward.
I can agree with that to a certain extent.
Xbox, what do you think?
I think to answer the second part, I think Conan Exiles looks really cool. All I've seen is like pre-alpha footage, but some of it looks really cool. I like the fact you can build up your own.
Yeah, they can bring
like
us that game from the
stuff.
alpha and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
It does look a little dated, but I think that I'm gonna write that off to like as far as graphics wise, that looks
like alpha stuff.
Pre-alpha, so I'm gonna write that off to that. But that looks really cool. And the first part, yes, I think that some franchises need to know when to call it quits and to just. But it's hard to make on the same token. It's hard to make that call if your games keep selling well.
Yeah.
Like
if you're making money off of them and people are going to continue to buy them, they're going to keep.
I can't think of a franchise that's on its fourth, fifth iteration that it's still not selling well. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's the testament to it. If it sells well and stuff, they're going to continue making it. So
I mean, because you find yourself in that situation. All right, so there's a reason that we've made it to 4 or 5. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And if this one just sold well. I think the thing that really kills a franchise is when they launch something and it doesn't sell well, Titanfall. So, you know.
That's not considered a franchise yet, is it?
I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
I
I guess.
just call it for the sake of a collective name for.
I'm sure behind closed doors they're probably thinking it's a franchise at this point, but.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be.
My thing is though, like, we keep going back to this question of. Yeah, we want new things, and then when developers and stuff make new things, we don't go and support said new things that we said we wanted. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Like, if you want these things, then you have to go out and support if you think it's a good game. Like, I don't think you should just go support something just because it's new or whatever.
The new IP that I have my eyes on is Scalebound.
Yeah, Scalebound is cool. Sea of Thieves looks awesome.
Sea of Thieves too. I'm mostly excited about Scalebound though, which is a good set. I mean, Anybody else have anything to say about that? Because there's another good question that Pred brought up. That's a good segue.
No, go ahead. I agree with you guys.
Well, I think a little bit different. I think franchise, you got to have your franchise games, because without the franchise games, you wouldn't have the opportunity to make the new games. Like, for example, Madden, 2K, games that come out every year faithfully. Casual gamers buy these games here, and they buy the console for these games, and by they having these games, they get more opportunity for the new games to have some type of chance, because without these franchise games, the new games wouldn't have a chance at all. So we need the franchise games to be able to bring out these new IPs. But like you were saying, the new IPs, we have to support them if they're good. But if they're not good, they get lost in the wind. But the same token,
bro, EA is really got lucky with being the go-to name for sports games. Like, they have a plan in place every year, regardless if they don't come out with anything else. They know they're gonna put out these, like, whether it's Madden, FIFA, whatever they're doing, and it's just gonna sell like crazy.
Right,
I mean, there's a reason that they spotlighted FIFA in their E3 convention. Like, that's their bread and butter. Like, their sports games are like where the money comes through. Like,
right.
Go ahead,
and they give them the opportunity for their new IPs, how they doing this little indie section where they they could take these chances because they know they got their franchise games that's gonna keep selling, like Unravel. Unravel would have never came out if they wouldn't have had these franchise games that's gonna generate money every year.
True.
Yeah. So Predator's question. Oh, go ahead.
Just gonna say the big blockbuster games. Yeah, they paved the way for the indie titles and for the other. I guess lesser known IPs to make room. So like one offsets the other. If one does kind of financially flop, they can sort of make dividends with things like Call of Duty. Like, even though the new Call of Duty game, for example, may technically sell, I guess, less than the previous Call of Duties, I still have a good feeling it's going to do some solid numbers overall. And, and Activision's going to be pretty happy with that.
All right.
So Predator's question is, first game you're going to buy in 2017? South Park, Fractured Butthole.
Depends what game comes out first.
Well, that's the first one I want to buy.
I'm looking at the ones on my radar right now are Outlast 2.
Yeah, but what if like Scalebound comes out before South Park?
Probably not happening.
Damn.
I think Scalebound's
What
going
if
to come out towards the end of the year.
Mass Effect Andromeda's coming out before, because South Park's not supposed to come out.
See,
till, like,
South
March.
Park. I mean, Mass Effect is one of those games that I don't really buy day one because of how massive the stories tend to be in those games. I usually put those off until like summertime and stuff when I have more time to play games. Yeah. So
there's, I mean, in all reality, like, we're talking about how many games are out right now.
Yeah, next year's
holiday season.
Crazy.
Dude, 2017, the beginning of 2017,
it's already
started
crazy,
off, and it's going off through that, and then
we're still gonna be playing the 2016 games.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, there's when is there ever like a huge launch season in the beginning of the year?
Not much. I mean, they're starting to push more there.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying. There's been how many games postponed? We got Cuphead, hopefully Outlast.
Yeah, we'll see.
There's a lot of games coming out the early part of 2017. Yeah, For Honor, good one, good one, good call.
That's actually really good. That beta was awesome.
I'm looking forward to Horizon Zero Dawn. I think that should be dropping, February month?
Yeah, Horizon's
I think so.
Horizon's gonna be sick, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I just hope the story holds weight, that's all.
Dead Rising 4
I think the gameplay's
coming
gonna be
out
great and
December
fantastic.
6th, Chris. So that's not coming out next year.
But he might not buy it to next year. I'm with GKB, Fractured Butthole.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
I wanted to say that now.
I got the Coon car.
Yeah, Fractured Butthole's really good.
Dude, I have that damn thing pre-ordered. I was like,
hey, would it look like a Cadillac?
Oh my God, Cup. You are hilarious, bro. That is the best, bro. I love Cup's sense of humor, man.
He fucking killed it. That was so good.
Anyways, alright, everybody. We're going to end the show now because I feel like I'm going to pass out. Alright, so We would like to say thank you, and we
That's
appreciate
perfect to end the
everyone who has
show.
come out and watched the show, and for everyone who stayed with us throughout the whole time. I know there's a bunch of other podcasts going on, you know, kind of with the holiday season. So we appreciate everyone that stayed with us and hung out with us, and we will let these amazing gamers give their outros and where you can find them. And remember, check out the Toys for Tots stuff. You know, give your points on what games you guys think should win this year. This award show is for you guys, and we really, really want it to be successful. So help us out with that. And yeah, so let's go to our first. Let's go to our first gamer, and that's Cup.
Okay, well, this is your boy Triple Cup Chuck. You can catch me on Xbox at Triple Cup Chuck, Twitter. You know what I'm saying, talking about gamers at Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm doing on my YouTube. Yeah, shameless plug. I'm doing it's gonna be like a mooch rant about these gaming awards. I'm probably post it up this Friday. It's gonna be me just running it. So if you have the time, just check it out sometime Friday afternoon. But you know, that's just me getting into some gaming, more games. So that's what's up.
Everybody follow and like subscribe to Triple Cut Chuck, man. He is a hilarious dude, and he's on point with all his subjects and stuff, man. It's good stuff.
And chances are, everyone, you will see him a lot more on the show.
Yeah, appreciate y'all for having me on here.
Absolutely, brother.
Of course.
Looking
Next
forward
up
to that rant.
Yeah. Next up we have is Newf.
Hey people, what's up? If you want to play games with me anytime, it's Newf Nukem on Xbox, Newf_Nukem on PlayStation. I do have a channel. It is Newf Nukem. I have done one video last week, which was kind of just a generalized rant on things that have been going on for the last little while. So I promise I'll try to update that a bit more. Obviously, you'll find me here Tuesday nights in the console corner with these fine lads and ladettes. And I just hope you had a great time. In the chat room tonight and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it, and I hope to game with you soon. Keep an ear out for community game nights on Saturday. It's always a fun time, and support everybody that you see on the panel here. And again, thanks for Triple Cup Chuck for coming in tonight, doing a great job. And make sure you subscribe to him and check his stuff out too.
Yeah, make sure everybody's checking out Newf too. And speaking of community game time, like Newf killed it with his Terminator impressions. Like it was fantastic. God, yeah. We were laughing so hard, man. Oh man, it was a good time.
Yeah, he definitely is. No chills.
Next up we have is BrewtalKnight.
You know, usual your community low standard gamer. If, you know, keep your expectations in check. If you have low standards and even a lower moral code, come swing by my Twitter and come play some video games with me. Shout out to Scrota. We've been playing and crushing down on some Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Scrotum's a cool dude. And that's about it. We'll see you guys next week on Console Corner.
Awesome. Next up, Fox.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us in the chat. I really appreciate it. Always love hanging out with these guys, talking games and everything. Also, don't forget to check those links in the description that we will add, and it has all the stuff for Black Friday, stuff that I mentioned, and maybe some links. Also, obviously, YouTube. I do YouTube videos, duh, and Twitter. I don't know where I was going with that. I was just like, what? And on Twitter, follow me, and I will be posting more Black Friday shit. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
What about you, GKB?
What's up, everybody? It's the Governor. Again, please go follow and subscribe to Newf and Triple Cup and the rest of the panel here. They're fantastic. They all do
what about me?
Great stuff. What about me? I can't preach this enough. Please go out and donate, guys. Help us out. It's a fantastic cause. Let's help out the children and all that kind of stuff. Again, go ahead and check out that survey and stuff for the Game Awards. We're going to be on Xbox Nation, hanging out with Crap and the rest of the crew there. I'm going to be on the Shop Podcast on Saturday, back on the Console Corner. And Brutal's doing some shit over here.
I'm just stretching, bro. I'm tired.
Messing with me. But yeah, we love you guys. The community is fantastic.
I
Keep it up.
Feel better.
Oh, I'm dying. It's okay.
It's not okay.
And don't forget to choke that like button till it turn blue.
Really, you only have to click and it turns blue, but that's okay too.
I mean, I just want to be dramatic.
You succeeded, sir.
I'm a buzzkill. It's okay. Alrighty.
Thank
And of course, I was your host of tonight's episode. Probably one of the most boringest hosts tonight, but hey, it's okay. Hope you guys all enjoyed. You can find me on Twitter and Xbox Live. And hope you guys have a great night.
We'll see ya.
Bye.
Well, professional.
Ciao.